What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2 No Easy Buckets analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. I'm Andrew Schulz. I'm here with Akaash Singh, Real Life Kaz, Alex Media, Eden. We got my man Lewis Spears from Australia chilling in the cut. Shout out to Lewis Spears. All you Australians probably know who he is. Very funny comedian. No longer referred to as a YouTuber. That's right. But we need to embrace this YouTube moniker. I'm not afraid of YouTube. I should have given you a microphone. I fucked up.
I was about to say,
we're gonna have. We should have given you Kaz's motherfucking microphone.
Fuck it.
Okay.
All right. Shit.
But listen, this episode has been brought to you by Manscaped. Okay, we've gotten great responses from Manscaped, man. I got to be honest with you, that Lawnmower 2.0 is moving like crazy. You guys may see them starting to pop up all over the place with, models, athletes starting to get behind the company and the products. They're doing big things, big things. Mm-hmm. They are growing, man. I strongly believe it is because we are here. We are pushing it. Flagrant 2 push is real. We've seen it happen with other brands. Right now it's happening with Manscaped. The asshole army in full effect, and those asshole hairs are looking nice and trim when you get that Manscaped sponsorship going. So, if you guys are still interested, which I believe many of you are, just go to manscaped.com. Okay, use our promo code FLAGRANT. You save 20% off anything purchased and get free shipping anytime you or anyone you know uses our code at checkout. Yes, you could spread that code around. There's absolutely no reason that you should be shaving your body and your balls with the exact same razor. That's disgusting. You get that trimmer, you get that Manscaped on, you get that lawnmower, and you keep it tight down there. All right? Think about this shit, fellas. I mean, it's absolutely, it's gross. It's just gross. Just don't do it. We don't know where you were. We don't know where you've been. And you don't want to put those two things together. That Lawnmower 2.0 is the truth. You got the skin-safe technology for a smooth shave every single day. Tell your boys, tell your family members to go check out their anti-chafing deodorants and moisturizers for your balls as well. They feel great after a shower. Have your balls nice, lathered up, and smelling phenomenal. Ladies, if you're listening right now and your man is not manscaped or he's not trimmed up or his balls aren't smelling beautiful, you know what to do. That's manscaped.com. Offer code FLAGRANT. It's for y'all too. All right, free shipping. Leave reviews, show support. All right, this offer has been brought to you by the Flagrant Media Group. Shout out to my guys at Flagrant Media Group, Devon, bringing in the business, changing the game,
yes, sir,
and doing it because he's a responsible adult, that can show up on time for things.
You know when this ad was delivered?
What was that?
On time.
It was delivered on time. Okay, so Kaz showed up late once again. How many latenesses do we have for Kaz? It's a lot of latenesses.
So first off,
we'll get there. We'll get there, Kaz. We'll get there. No, I want you to give your time to speak. I just want to set the table.
You just
I want to give your time to speak.
Why don't you just speak late?
A little bit late, right? So Kaz has this you have an amazing ability. I have to give this up to you. You have an absolutely uncanny ability to show up the exact amount of time late every episode. It's 15 minutes every episode. So you know exactly how much earlier you need to leave your crib.
Yeah.
If you just left your crib 15 minutes
I'm not
earlier.
coming from my crib.
Wherever the fuck you're coming from, it doesn't matter. If you just leave 15 minutes earlier, because in your brain you think it takes X amount of time to get here.
What a whack excuse that was. Yeah, but I'm not coming from home.
It takes X minus 15 minutes. Okay? So if you give yourself 50, I would give yourself 20 so you could be early. I mean, that'd be a lot to ask for. But if you want to be early, it's X minus 20, and then you will be here early every single time. You might even get here before Akaash.
I'm never going to get here before Akaash.
Just real quick, I think Kaz would say Eden is an impartial scorekeeper. Eden, I think Kaz believes this is an unfair narrative we have given him.
No, I don't think it's unfair.
Why don't you announce tardies real quick? Numbers for each. I know I have one. 501 I came in one time.
So Akaash only has one.
I was a minute late.
Alex and I are tied for 2.
Uh-huh.
Andrew has 3. And Kaz has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 tardies.
Whoa! Kaz! 9 tardies! We got to call your parents. See if there's a problem at home.
This truancy.
Whatever that means.
Oh, God. All right. Well,
what does truancy mean?
This one you miss a
What
lot
is
of class.
truancy? I
When
missed
you
out
skip school a
that
lot.
day.
You get in
Akaash been
trouble.
watching Game of Thrones. He's
That's
using
what it sounded like. It sounded
Tyrion's
very-
vocabulary.
sounded like a medieval word. I was like, truant.
Let me say one thing real quick. Your teeth look great.
Thank you. Yo, the Smile Direct. Shout out to
Yo,
Smile
it
Direct
is
quality.
fixing it up.
Yeah.
Real talk. I
Hey,
bet
one-
you.
one-
One
we all got
month
shout
away,
Let
bro.
let me ask you a question. If those
I'm
Smile
never late
Direct
with
trays
those- with the
came in
alarm.
late, would you be calling them upset? Yo, that tooth is really straightening up, man.
Yeah, bro.
Because you
It
had
was,
one snaggle.
Yeah, the snaggle was like all the way like this way.
Oh,
and
we
I
know.
just had to, like,
We had
push
to
it.
look at it every single episode.
That's why I had to pose this way because like
Yeah.
it was posting that.
There's
way,
a reason
so-
I sat you there with Akaash blocking
I
your face.
appreciate you, man. Thank you. I was very thoughtful. Like when I was sitting this way and the snaggle was not good, but thanks for that.
What do you
Appreciate
think about next week? Should we put a little wager on for showing up on time next week? Is there something that's no? Now here's the thing. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe Akaash wrong. Maybe we're being a little harsh. We know that you have another job. Oh no, you don't.
I do actually.
So there's no
I don't?
reason.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
What
what's
are
the
you
other
talking
job?
about? For station head.
I don't know what that is.
Nah, yeah, exactly.
Is she related to chicken?
No, it's not chicken head. No.
what
I
is it?
manage a bunch of
What
other-
is- what is
I manage
chicken?
a bunch of other shows on this app that it's like you broadcast shows from like your cell phone. So like the studio's out in Brooklyn, and usually I'm coming from there.
Oh, you work from
Whatever.
your cell phone. I can see why that would make
Nah, I
sense.
don't work for
definitely,
myself. I gotta
definitely.
be at
Okay,
the studio
and
for that,
and you
but
have to
yeah.
be at the office.
Not all the time though.
Okay, do you have to be there Mondays
Mondays at 10. Yeah,
at 10? When can
that's
you
the
leave?
only day I usually.
When can you leave?
Whenever I feel like it.
Whenever you feel like
Yeah,
it.
but I
Okay.
had to record something before I got here. That's why I was late, and then I got stuck behind the bus, which made me later.
Okay, but there's
Like,
going to
I
be
was- I
buses
was-
out there.
Honestly, I was.
Let me ask you a question. When you drive here, you think there's going to be nothing in front of you?
I left
Like,
at like
when you start
4:20.
driving and then there's other
I left
cars
at
there
like
like, yo,
4:20.
people wanted to drive today.
I left at like
This is
4:20.
crazy, guys.
From Williamsburg,
That's-
which is not a far drive.
That's honestly not nearly enough time.
What do you mean?
You
from
should at
Williamsburg?
least, at the latest, you should 4
Son,
o'clock.
if I'm
you
in
should be like,
Brooklyn,
yo,
I leave
fuck.
3 hours before to get into the city. I don't know what could happen. The whole bridge could get shut down. You never know.
That is true. That
So
is
I
true.
think minimum you leave by wherever you are. If you leave an hour before, I think you get here.
I usually budget for like a good like 5 to 10 minutes like lateness.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, all right, if I'm there like 5:05, we'll be all right. 5:05, 5:10.
Yeah, yeah.
But like today, I was just like, I was right on
What do
time.
you mean by we'll
Who
be all
thought-
right? Like, what does that even mean?
I try to budget out like how much time we're usually here. If we say 5, I'm like, all right, if I get there by like 5, like if I'm taking a train, for example,
Yeah.
right? I'm taking a train and I get here at like 4:55 or something. That's like a 5-10 minute walk.
So
from the
you
train
budget
here.
for everybody else setting up and doing all the prep work,
Yeah.
and then you waltz in late, and
Yes.
that's not a big deal.
Because usually they usually Ed and Alex and are prepped, right? Usually
And
you send out the text.
Everybody
Ed
preps.
usually sends out the text like, yo, you guys need
We all-
water, you
we
need
all
this,
prep.
you need that, like half
For the record,
hour. in
everybody
there,
preps.
So.
Okay.
Everybody's
So,
here early
Yeah,
prep.
let me. I'm just trying to understand this. Okay.
Oh, God.
So you, because it's almost like sociopathic. So, and I'm trying to wrap. Are you the Cersei of Flagrant 2? Like you just admitted to all of us that you calculate in us doing all the setup work. But you said it as if we were supposed to go, oh, we should set up for you.
No, that's not,
Yeah, we
that's
should
not,
set
that's
up
not
for
how
you.
I said it at all, actually.
But it is. It's literally what you just said. Like,
I'm not trying to be late, guys.
You
Like,
just
I'm
said
not.
it.
I'm
You
not.
literally
I'm
are.
saying like I'm
You
saying.
just explained.
I'm saying
Hold on. He just
just in
explained
case.
to us how to be late. Did you hear this long ass explanation?
So
Okay,
when Kaz
so
was
this-
talking, I was
hey,
like, Kaz, shut the
yo,
I'm
fuck
saying
up.
I budget out.
so this is what you do if you want to be late. We're gonna make a clip out of this. So this is how you be late, right? Is you go, yo. They're gonna do all the setup and shit, right? That probably takes maybe a little longer because
And you
there's
gotta
one
budget
less
and edit
person
it 'cause-
doing it. Maybe that's why the setup is taking a little bit longer because one less hand is there to help. Right? And then you walk in with a stupid excuse. We need to start the recording every single time so we have his Kramer entrances with his little fucking dumbass excuses
Oh, that'll be
every single time there's something that's like, guys, I was caught behind a pelican feed. There was a pelican feeding downtown.
Yeah, bro.
There's buses everywhere.
Gilly was out
happens,
there
bro.
feeding her baby.
That's
I don't have the fed
She's
pass
pregnant.
to
We
Alex
can't be
yet, but I
pregnant.
actually gotta find a I gotta find an actual garage. Like so last week.
If you got a car, you leave earlier.
No, last
That's what you
week I
get
asked
out of the
Alex,
car.
yo, Alex, where do you usually park?
Oh, you're
Like,
not gonna put
usually
this on Alex.
No, I'm not putting this on Alex at all. I'm just like, yo, Alex, where do you usually park? He's like, oh, I park right in the front. I'm like, oh, damn, let me see where you park at. He literally parks like If anybody's been in New York City, he parks like right in front of fucking Bowling Green.
Wait, you're about to snitch on me, Chip.
Yeah. You can snitch.
All I'm saying is Alex has a better excuse than I do when it comes to parking.
Yes.
Right? So I got to park and, you know. It's
So how do we rectify? Look, or maybe we should help. Maybe Akaash and I should help Kaz learn how to show up on time. So like, how do you show up on time?
So
You're coming from a
I live
different
in-
All right,
state.
to be honest, today was a little bit more egregious than others. But sometimes I'm like, what, like 5 minutes late? Is that really a fucking...
We set up before
hold
the
on.
show.
No, guys. This is a fascinating cultural experience here. This is why black people are
5
late.
minutes
Like,
is bad.
you
Is it
guys
really
see
that
this?
bad to
I
be
used to
5
do that
minutes?
same
no, but
shit.
like, this is
All right,
fascinating.
fuck you with
No,
this.
I really used to do that same shit though. Like I used to
Yeah,
be
like
like,
5
all right,
minutes.
it's a grace period, you know. Like I used to really like walking in class, even to work. I'm like, come on.
5 minutes. What's
India's,
going on in the first
India's
5
always
minutes?
late to social shit. Always. But if we got to set up, that's very diva of you to be like,
no, today
I
was-
can skip all the setup and be late. So not only do they set up and then they wait on me.
Today was-
but I
today
will
was a little
Yo,
egregious.
Hold on.
Andrew's
Today was
doing
a
a
little
live
egregious.
read. I want you
Hold
to
on.
play the fucking clip from when you're doing a live read,
Yeah.
making us money. I'm writing down topics, Kaz on his phone. So you show up 15 minutes late,
I'm
get on your
taking notes
phone.
too. I'm
What-
looking at the topics.
What notes? I see scrolling.
Yeah, scrolling through topics that
What
we're going to talk
topics
about.
have you sent?
I set the top. Well, you
The
already had
Uno
the
card
topics.
shit
I already
that
have
nobody
shit.
understood?
I'm going to have shit to talk about afterwards. No?
This
Is that bad? Is
motherfucker.
that not?
We
Is
set
that
up
not good enough for you?
pre-show. No.
All right, I
Eden,
got it then.
I think this year we have down what cause and effect is going to be, and I think that
season finale next week.
is it really?
Yeah.
Is it over? Is
Not
it
this
because
one,
you were
the one
late
afterwards.
Is that why Revolt was like, we're not doing this anymore?
Nah.
Season,
like,
not series.
season.
No, I know. Apparently, some good things are happening over there at Revolt. I heard deals are being renegotiated.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's
shit.
why.
I heard some deals are being renegotiated.
Yeah.
I heard they want more cause and
They
effect.
do. They want lots of it. And more
Until
of it.
they know.
And on TV.
Until they have to produce it. I'm like, where the fuck is the talent?
Like, you motherfuckers.
Why don't we just turn this into a game? Just make bets.
Oh, we did that.
And no, but I mean,
And
like,
he's been late 9 times.
no, I'm talking about.
That's why we started paying attention. That
No,
was the
but
game.
You know how we did when we reached a certain number and we had to do something stupid, like
Yeah.
you guys had to have the feminine shirt and him with
Why
the
are you
red hat.
throwing me under the bus,
No, I'm
Alex?
saying let's.
Why are you behind the bus?
No,
At least if you were under it, there'd be a reason for you to be late.
but let's just make something funny.
Huh?
Let's just do something funny. Like whoever's late next time has to do
That's the
X,
right
Y, and Z.
That's the right way to go about it, right? But we are just acknowledging the frustration at the intervention. Like imagine there was an intervention for a drug user, right? And then the drug user during the intervention was like, no, basically the way it works is I ruin all of your lives and I take your money and I just do the drugs. Hey, y'all don't know how to be a drug addict? So I'm going to live with mom and, break her heart and I'm just going to steal money out of her purse when she's in the bathroom taking a shit and I'm going to do some meth and then she's going to accept me back.
And then we go, yeah, that's fucked up. And then he just goes, all right, whatever, you got that.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I just did a little crack. I wasn't like a crackhead. I was just doing a little crack.
I budget my day for a little bit of crack.
You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Yeah, y'all black accent is very racist right now. That's one of them.
That was a crack scent.
That's not a crack accent. That wasn't it.
That was not a black scent. That was a crack scent. And all crackheads have the exact same voice. Ask Joe Budden.
All right. I'm not. Jesus. How was Dallas? Dallas looked good. Dallas looked fun.
Dallas was hot.
Man, don't do that.
Dallas was hot. Coming out hot, yo. Anyway, we had to give you that hot heat, bro. We had to come out hot.
I deserved it. Today was egregious. I'm
We
not
had
gonna front.
to-
Today
we
was
had
too
to-
much.
The idea that it was because you got stuck behind a truck, fam, it's 4 o'clock in New York. You grew up here. You don't think there's traffic?
You're right. You're absolutely right. Like as soon as I was sitting behind that bus, I was like, God.
So how do we
you don't know
rectify it?
You don't know how many times like I was like sitting like
I know how many. 9. I know exactly
I
how
feel
many
like he
times.
missed a
I
few, to be
literally know the amount of times. It's 9 times
And there
since
was a
we
good-
started counting.
there
And
was-
you know when we started counting? 9 weeks ago.
Now you know that's not true. Anyway,
But you're not
God damn
certain.
it.
He wasn't 100% confident. Yeah, he
I'm
said,
like, is it true? Fuck you guys, God damn it. Oh,
just had to
anyway.
get
No,
it
but
off.
you know what's funny? Because it's only been like 6 weeks, but we can record 2 episodes. So I was joking. I just had to get that punch in. I'm good.
All right, Alex,
I
that's
love
how
you,
it is.
man.
No,
I
you
love
got
you,
it, bro. Y'all got it. It's all right. It's all
I
right,
like that
bro.
hoodie, bro. What is that?
Thanks, dog.
It's all right, bro.
Top man.
That shit is hot.
Thank you, dog.
Let me see.
Nice or nice.
Oh, it
or
looks
something.
sexy. All
N-I-C-C-E.
right. All right.
Nietzsche?
That's a little
Nietzsche.
close to
It's good tones.
That's
a
why I
little
wore
close
it.
to what?
It's a little close to
close
the
to
N-word.
the N-word, yeah.
That's why I wore it.
How do you pronounce it?
And it's like almost black. You
It's
know what I mean?
Nietzsche?
It's like close to black. Nietzsche, I guess. would
Nietzsche.
be- Yeah, it would be. That's
You know, when
I
them
guess.
Nietzsches move into the neighborhood, bro, it's like everything's going
You know who's
down.
really great at fashion?
Yo, it's not Patriot.
Nietzsche's.
I was about to say, like,
It's too bad I couldn't get this shirt on layaway.
Right.
You know,
Yo,
Nietzsche is great for
There was an
layaway.
episode of Brilliant Idiots, right, where Taylor's so sweet. I love Taylor. But Taylor goes...
Oh,
Taylor
yo,
literally
this is so
said,
funny.
this was so funny, bro. Taylor literally said that white people should not be allowed to use any word that ends in IGGA. Anyone.
IGGA or IGGER?
Both. Like both.
Both.
Just,
Okay.
just the
That
sound. The sound.
That sound is
could've-
just for black
So
people.
bigger is
Nah,
not.
cool.
Bigger? No. And I was like, what about figure? Right? Like, figure it out. And then
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little uncomfortable right now.
No, come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Gary Owen goes like this. Gary Owen goes, I was like, what about figure? And then he goes, yeah, like the movie Hidden Figures. He goes, there was a lot of talented actresses. A lot of talented actresses, beautiful, talented actresses in that. But that was the line of thinking. Like, that is wild to
That's-
own a
yeah.
sound.
Bro,
That's
what's a
what's
figure skater?
Nah, I'll
That's
fuck
the
with
furthest thing from black.
A figure skater?
Yeah, you on ice, skating all dainty. I can't say that. That's as white as it gets.
Can Akaash say the N-word?
I don't.
I'll be less mad at him.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I was like if he said it, I'd like give him a look and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yo,
Like I won't be mad. I was like,
yo,
word. That's something
you can say it if you own a corner store. I feel like that's the rule. That's the rule for brown people. Like, if you own the corner store and you got
That's a solid rule. That's a
right,
solid
like
rule.
if you got a 13-year-old black chick like cursing at you because you don't got hot
Calling you
Cheetos.
Ak, you know my fucking name, bro.
Yo,
I've had-
pull
I've had-
chop.
yeah,
Where the
I've
hot Cheetos at?
I've seen like countless Indians say the N-word, especially that Ombo.
It makes me very
countless.
uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable too, but you know what it is? It's actually not Indians. It's Yemeni.
No,
man.
Indians do it too.
Do
I'm
they really?
telling you,
Yeah,
Indians do it too. And it's
absolutely.
like, bruh, you from the suburbs, you got 2 parents, chill.
Yeah. Wait,
Yo.
so time out.
Chill
Black
on
people
this.
can't be from the suburbs. And
And it's a word I associate with gangster rap music because that's where I grew up hearing
Yeah.
it. And rappers talking about doing gangster type shit. So for me, an Indian
Yeah.
using it is like, this is not. Even a black
I'll tell you
suburban
this,
kid
though.
doing it a lot, I'd be
It was,
like,
it was,
I'll tell you
it's
this,
more
like,
like
if he's
growing
like
up in the
reciting-
culture.
Yeah.
And he like that's why Puerto Ricans say it. I think that was even
Yeah.
Takashi's point. He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
this is how we grew up talking.
Yeah.
But okay, but what were you
Got
saying?
you. No, I was just about to say what you said. Like, if you're reciting a rap song and like we grew up together and like I know your heart and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
you let the N-word slip through a couple of Dr. Dre songs. Like, all right, yeah, cool, fuck it. Like, I ain't gonna be mad at you. Like,
Yeah.
but you nah.
No, I haven't said it. I was telling Alex how impressive it was that I've been in entertainment. Like I've been doing
It is
podcasts.
kind of impressive. Like for as
Bro.
much hate as you get, it is mad impressive. I've never heard you say that.
Yo, think about this. Literally for like 6 hours a week.
Yeah.
I'm around people that are saying the N-words in front of a microphone.
Of course.
And never once have I slipped. Like that is wild.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we get like there should be like
No,
a white
no,
a white awards.
No,
a white awards.
You're going too far.
A
No,
white
no,
awards.
no.
What about like a Cock-Oscars?
The
We'll just do a Cock-Oscars.
Cockamies.
We'll do a Cock-Oscars or a Cockamies.
can we do a white
God.
award show here?
We gotta do it a white award
Yo,
show.
you know what?
Maybe
I'm with
June.
that. Instead of a fucking like a cookout
I thought you said maybe Jews.
I thought you said Jews too. I like that better than like a cookout invite. Like we just give you like an award for being like an okay white guy.
Who wants to go to the
Like,
cookout?
no,
Like y'all over like
yeah, like
Nah,
that shit is
cookouts
stupid.
the shit, son.
No, for
I gotta go to a public
course.
park.
But no.
Like there's way cooler
People
shit to
have
be
cookouts
invited
in,
to
like,
than the
Nah,
cookout.
that cookout
Yards
is
and
dope.
shit.
Let's do
son.
let's
Cookout
you
is
guys
dope.
sign
White guy
all the
awards?
cock
But,
Emmys.
Akaash,
Like
the cock
June,
Emmys?
I'm thinking June 19th. Just off the top of my head, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there as a potential date.
Oh wow.
You guys get to award him.
Yo, the Cock-Oscars on Juneteenth, bro. That is crazy.
Now we gotta do it.
Okay,
Now we gotta do it. The call
we should discuss the cookout. Okay, he's invited to the cookout thing. right?
I hate that shit so much.
Kaz
It is
never
a-
been a fan.
But I want to go into why. Okay,
Yeah.
before we go into if there's a better thing to be invited to, you tell us why you don't like he's invited to the cookout.
Because it's always like the fucking bare minimum of like, all right, like Chris Evans, he dated like Captain America, like he dated a black girl one time, and it was like, oh my god, he's invited to the cookout, and like Gary Owen, like
He
just
probably got invited to a cookout when he was with her, though. So like,
Yeah,
he probably was invited to a cookout.
I mean,
he was
like
already
the metaphor.
if
of
he
it
was
is
with
like,
her on Independence Day, I'm sure he was invited to the cookout.
of course, but I just hate the metaphor of like,
Yeah, but
oh yeah,
Kat-
like this white guy, he's okay with us, like he could come hang out with us because he's not like he's not one of us, but he's all right. So like
Yeah.
like. It's
you think
just
the
weird
bar is
to me,
too low
bro.
for acceptance?
It's not. It shouldn't be about acceptance though. It's just like, all right, you a cool white dude, bro. Like there's some shit.
What would
for
you
us.
rather?
Like, the call Kemis, bro. Like just
No,
give,
no.
Just give
No,
the man a
but
little
think about it.
certificate.
Think about
Like
it. The bar is so low.
Yeah.
And there's 60% of these motherfuckers, and barely any of them are invited to the cookout. That's why the bar has to be that low, so any of them can be at the cookout.
Yeah, but you guys are invited to the picnic. No
Chill.
matter.
see.
You guys are invited to the picnic no matter what. You don't have to do anything cool. It's not like white people are like, oh, he's allowed.
Yeah, because we
You know
make
where
y'all
picnic
cool when we
derives
come to
from,
the
though.
picnic.
What?
Now y'all got the cool
You know where
picnic.
picnic
when we
derives
do.
from though.
We're not going into
Yeah, I know.
that.
That's
just
what
saying,
I wish you
that's
said
why we-
something
that's
else.
why we call it
fucking
cookout.
picnic anymore.
No, you can, but it's like that's why we call it cookouts. That's the specific reason why it's called like.
I've never
cookouts.
seen a picnic where they're grilling at the picnic. I think that's why it's called a cookout, because you're grilling there. It's a barbecue.
Yeah.
You're cooking outside.
Yeah. Well, picnics are just like they bring like
You
sandwiches and
basket.
shit.
Yeah,
You
picnic
have
is
a
whack.
basket. You
There's
got a
no
little
way to make a
Yogi
picnic
Bear
cool.
shit.
Black
I've never
people
seen
or
like a
not.
real life picnic before.
Nah,
Oh,
you're
dude,
gonna have
Central
cool
Park.
picnics.
Yeah.
No such thing as a
Yeah.
cool picnic. No.
Are
You go
there
to Central
there's
Park,
cool
you see
I'm gonna be
picnics?
honest with you guys. If I was,
I've only seen picnics on Yogi Bear cartoons.
Yes. So here's the thing. The cookout, I'm just saying, if you want to make it a thing where like white people really want to be involved and like,
Just come.
no. What I'm saying is we don't want to go. This idea of a cookout is like, it's not very exciting to me. It seems like a shitty
How?
wedding.
Nah,
Why do
it's
I want to
lit.
go? What do I
cookouts
want to
are
do?
fun. Cookouts are fun.
I'm not saying they're not fun. I'm just saying that's not the ideal event for white people. If you're like, hey, white people, you get to be
So what
accepted
would
into
be
this
your-
black world, what would you want to do? You get to go. You get to be part of it. Nobody's going, survey says, cookout.
All right, so what would it be for you?
For
like
Andrew, Essence Fest.
Essence Fest? You've
First
been
of
to
all,
Essence Fest.
I've
That was a
I'm
dream
a
come
veteran
true.
of Essence
That's
Fest.
a dream
really-
come true.
Honestly, it was a dream come true for Essence Fest.
I
For
really
me, it
wanna
was
go
one of
to
those
Essence
things.
Fest.
Say again?
We really should go. To
No,
Essence
we're going to
Fest.
go. I'm
Nah,
going to
like,
take you.
I'm dead
At this point,
You're going to be my plus one.
Yeah. I got free flights now, so it's lit.
It's good. Do you?
Yeah,
Kaz got the
now I
motherfucking
can.
hookup.
You do? All right. We're going to talk about that because
do it.
I'll
off
take
air.
that over cookout invite.
So what is the thing that you think white people would really want to take part of outside of, N-word privileges or any of that kind of stuff? What is that?
Oh,
hey,
white
we're
people
gonna-
would love that.
They,
boy.
I mean, if you really, not me, because I don't say that word. Never said
Like,
it.
what's a real
I got
black
years in the game
experience
not saying it.
that like white people don't like be at.
Yeah.
I would
Hey,
say
you're invited to the.
Damn.
Y'all need to step up your experiences. yo.
no,
Like,
I'm,
the
no.
fuck, bro?
Our
Wait,
experiences are
Black-
lit. We're thinking
Black
of you.
Twitter?
We want to make sure
I'm
you're
saying,
having
like,
fun.
we would go like, yo, y'all are
I got it.
invited. What is it?
You can be opinionated in Black Twitter.
Okay. I like
With
that.
no
Y'all
repercussions.
You're invited
y'all
to Black
invited
Twitter.
to the Black
Immunity.
Twitter without repercussions.
Black Twitter immunity.
Black
Yeah.
Twitter
Yeah,
immunity.
there you
See,
go.
that's what you'd want.
Yeah.
That's the
You'd want
hot
that.
shit. That's
There
the
you go.
hot shit.
There you
That's a
go.
good
better
call,
than a
Alex. That's a
fucking
good call. That's a good call.
Oscar, bro. I trade all my Oscars for a Black Twitter immunity.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
You can
Now
just-
we're talking. You're invited to the Black
If you
Twitter
could just come in
immunity.
and say Nicki Minaj is whack with no repercussions.
Oh, we've been saying that for years.
with no repercussions.
Beehive immunity.
Oh,
That's the
Ooh.
highest.
Shit. I
That's
don't,
the
I don't even got
highest.
that. Like, I don't even got that.
What?
Nobody has that.
Oh my god.
Taylor Swift don't got that.
Hell no.
Whoa. Okay, now what would you guys want to be invited to? What do you, as black guys, what do you want to be invited to in the white world? We don't have the picnic. What would you guys want to take part in?
Politics?
Good credit.
Y'all been president. Stop.
We had that
said
whole one
good credit.
president. That was nice.
You say credit?
Good credit.
That's a good one.
Okay. Y'all want credit? Y'all want to see what it's like to hit that 800?
Oh gosh.
800 is a motherfucking number.
800
Would you like a loan, sir?
Yeah.
zero
That's it.
down payments?
We
What?
could
I don't even-
change
it
change
sounds
our
like a fairy
neighborhoods and
tale to
all
me
that.
now.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, so you invite us to the Black Twitter
Immunity.
immunity, and we invite you to
The banks.
The banks.
The banks. Yeah, definitely the banks.
That would be. What about Father's Day?
Fuck you.
That's good. I'm upset I didn't think of
Fuck
it.
you,
Fuck.
goddammit.
Fuck, I'm upset I didn't think of it. Fuck. So good.
A lot of people laughing, some of y'all crying, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? We just out here doing what we do on Flagrant to keep it tight.
Maybe that's why they do Juneteenth right after Father's Day, so you have something to celebrate. You know what I mean?
Yo,
like, you
what
had
it-
a bad Sunday this week. Wait
Stop.
7 days.
Yo,
Stop.
can you tell me what? I
Listen,
don't know
this
what
is
Juneteenth is. It's like-
just because you don't say the N word. This is
Yeah,
not any
exactly.
better.
I'm trying to celebrate Juneteenth over here.
That's like-
I'm the only one of us who gives a fuck about Juneteenth. What did we do for Juneteenth last year? Did y'all say anything to me?
Did I say anything to you? For
I
what?
know what I did for
Cass be
Juneteenth.
talking about black folks all the time.
Yeah,
You
'cause
know
I'm
what
black.
picnic means?
Yeah, you don't know what a
ruin
picnic
everybody's
means,
fun
motherfucker.
sunny day.
Who sounds like that?
You!
Fuck you.
You just 20 minutes from now.
Oh gosh. All right, y'all got it.
You keep saying that because you got nothing else to say. I'm
Because
tired of you got it. Think of something else.
motherfucker, you know what?
You had,
if I'm
20
telling-
you had
if
all
I'm
that time
telling you
behind
what
the
a
truck.
fucking
You
picnic
think of
is.
clever lines
I'll
and
tell you
you
what a
think of
fucking picnic is. You're like, oh, what the fuck is a picnic?
Well,
I'm like,
nobody need
motherfucker,
that
I'm trying to
history
tell you what the
lesson.
fuck it is.
This ain't Nat
The
Geo.
fuck?
No,
If you want to know why people say, oh, you get invited to a cookout, this is why we have cookouts. Because, never mind. Fuck it. Y'all know
why?
what it
Because
is.
you can't say picnic. I don't get it. I'm confused. I don't even know what Juneteenth is, to be
So-
honest with you.
It's the day the slave
I know.
got- yeah.
Akaash just told me it.
So you know Juneteenth, but you don't know what picnic comes from?
Why the fuck would I know what picnic comes from, man?
Because they used to pick niggas and hang them on trees. They would eat food and watch that shit. You know that. That's
But
what
not-
it's shortened
Where
out
did
of.
that C come from at the end?
Huh?
Why would they make it a C at the end?
I don't know. That's just what it was. Look it up. Google that shit,
Yo,
bro.
your shirt is starting to make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I can fucking tell.
In
People wanted to let that out for a while.
Son, in
yo.
Italy, they call that picaniche. Picaniche. Akaash, you are wilding at Top Shop, bro.
God damn.
shit.
All them clothes at Top Shop be like, yeah,
Who
this
the
is
fuck
it.
knew a picnic man? Be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe Kaz. Who knew a picnic man before
Google
this?
it, Eden.
Alex,
Eden's been
Alex, you ever
looking.
heard
Fucking
this?
Google
That's
it.
Top Shop's version of the
noose- the noose collar?
Yeah, the noose collar.
This the Gucci ski mask.
They like, we just gonna get our toes wet.
Let's start with the
man.
picaniche. We started with the picaniche.
Oh my god. Alex, had you ever heard this?
Yeah, I did.
And you just sat there and just let me.
Yo,
All right,
but,
Alex,
but
thanks.
I
picnic
don't think I was
is
here for this
changed, B.
episode.
Picnic is a thing you just do.
Of
like,
course, but I'm just saying I wouldn't do it. Like that's why motherfuckers really.
damn,
refer to
Kaz just
cookouts.
ruined picnic for all of us.
Who
son.
ruined picnic? I didn't make this shit up. Y'all did.
Yeah, but you didn't have to let us know that's
Who
where
you
it came
saying
from.
y'all?
Not y'all.
Yeah,
not
but yeah,
white folks.
nobody
Like,
even has
not me,
picnics
nigga,
though.
but-
Like nobody has picnics.
Yeah, but like,
Like I don't even want to have one.
Like, y'all thought I would just make this
Oh,
up, like just
hold
to ruin
on.
a good joke.
hold on. You don't want to have a picnic.
No.
Exactly. That's why we don't want to go to a cookout. A cookout
Nah, the
is
cookout
just a
is fun.
standing picnic.
Nah, it's
why I
not.
want to stand more?
There's music. There's barbecue.
We have
There's
music
alcohol,
too.
way better food.
It's not a-
Alcohol.
Longer.
A
There's no
fiddle.
music.
We got a fiddle, bro. Sometimes you bring a flutophone or something like that. It's just music for just
Yeah, but
the
the
little
food
crew.
not hot. Y'all bring food.
Yeah.
They cook food.
Fucking
They have like
Okay.
cold sandwiches and shit.
We cut them into little
Trash
triangles.
sandwiches, too.
We have a little cheese sandwich. Hey, would you like a little cheese sandwich? There you go. Just a little cheese sandwich. We got a little thermos.
They got picnics in Australia?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Your
like
food is
tomato
so
soup
bland.
in the thermos. Is that what
Yeah.
y'all do?
Y'all
I
would.
take the cheese sandwich and the tomato soup.
That's it, bro. We're
I
out
can't.
here, man. I'm telling you, the picnics were dope. We get out in nice little fresh air.
White people love fresh air.
It's on cookout.
Yo, I'm invite. Listen, I can't even invite black people to the picnic. What am I
There's no
supposed
weed
to
at the picnic.
say? What?
There's definitely no weed at the picnic.
Oh,
Are
white
you
people
familiar with
always
white
got
people?
weed.
There's mad weed at the cookout.
White people always got weed.
there's way more Dutches being broken up at the cookout.
Yeah,
than
we're
the
not doing
picnic.
the Dutches. That's
Vape. You
bad
ever
for
had
your
a nice
lungs.
vaporizer or whatever it's called?
I do the vape and I do the papers. That's it. I don't do blunts.
we bring a bong.
Dutches, none of that shit. Bong. See, that's too much.
A bong. There's some bitch brings out a giant
Y'all,
bong.
y'all,
at the
bring, y'all
picnic.
use like contraptions to like
No,
smoke
Australian
weed.
picnics got meth.
Wow,
For sure. Like, if
that
you wanna do
escalated mad
picnics in
quickly.
Australia,
Son, that's
got
how you get
meth.
people to clean up the park. You do the picnic, you hit the meth, and then you start picking up all the little shit that everybody left.
It's too hot for real ice, so we have to make our own.
So that's how shit works, man. I'm just saying,
Oh,
we got to
God
reclaim
damn it.
picnic. We got to reclaim picnic. White people got to take that word
You
back.
gotta just call it anything else.
Like what? A gathering of
Nietzsche.
Son. Come on.
All right, Akaash. You got
What?
it, bro. Tell
What
me, bro.
I ain't say nothing.
Listen.
I ain't say nothing.
Akaash a wild boy.
I'm about to say, like, you on that line right now,
did I
Akaash. Like,
Yo, you saw how,
I'm like, yo, am I
you saw how
supposed to punch
quick,
him right now?
you saw how,
Quick, you
you saw how quick I threw him under the bus. Like y'all reacted to what he said. I was like, yo, Akaash wild, bro. That guy, what is he even saying? This guy, bro.
You on that thin line right now, bro.
What
I'm like,
did
yo,
I
am I supposed to
say?
punch you right now?
You see how the whites do you? You see? That won't happen at the cookout.
You act like I like
Hold
white
the
people.
fuck
You
on.
the
I
one with the
definitely would
white
have happened at the
girlfriend.
cookout. You're right,
Wouldn't
bro.
happen at the cookout.
I've been not liking white people. I just
Make you a
defend
plate
them.
and shit.
Who are you calling white, son? Alex,
Yo,
I'm a black man. Alex.
backstory. Andrew been saying that to Alex all weekend.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Yo, we've been waiting, bro. We've been waiting. So this, everyone, yo,
I need the backstory on this one, please. This is Dallas, right?
Yo, no, this has been 2 weeks
Before
set up.
that,
It's
okay.
been 2 weeks set up, right? Like anytime Alex and I will be like talking something, and we'll get into like a serious debate about something, and like he'll make his point. It'll be like a really good point. He'll
Yeah.
probably be right, and I'll be wrong, and I'll just look at him and be like, "I'm a black man." And I'm like, no, I'm a black
That's a
man.
get out of jail free
So,
card.
so,
Yo,
so he
Kaz,
just
when
breaks.
he hits it though, it's just fucking
So,
hilarious.
but I've
Out of
been waiting.
nowhere.
I've been waiting. So we're in Best Buy. We're going to get a card reader so we can sell merch, right? And this girl is like, she kind of giving us some attitude, right? And actually, she's trying to help me. I thought it was attitude. She's like, "Do you want to do a price match?"
Okay.
I didn't even know what that was, so I just said no, right? And then we're signing it. She's like, "You should have price matched. It could have been cheaper." I was like, "Oh, that's what that is?" She's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, you should have done it." And I was like, "Why don't you just run it back and give me my thing?" And she's like, "Well, I can't do it anymore because I already did it." And I said, "I'm a black man."
What did she say? She was just stunned.
So she just stood there. Alex ran out the Best Buy, son. They thought he stole something, bro. They're looking at, think about it. A black man is running out the Best Buy, and all the employees like, "Yeah, what's going on over here? What's happening, bro?"
Yo, Kaz, her face. she was be.
Nigga, my face just now. I was like,
Son.
y'all was dodging. I'm like,
Son, and then we're at the IHOP. We're at IHOP.
Oh, we
And
wilded
he's
out.
talking with the waitress about what was it? Horoscopes and shit.
Oh yeah. I
So-
was like, I go. She got a little thing on her Leo, like a lion on her thing. I was like, "What's that tattoo?" She's like, "It's a lion," but she don't want nothing to do with me. I was like, "Why you got a lion? That's your favorite animal?" She's like, "No, I'm a Leo," and I was like, "Yeah, I bet you can't guess what I am." And then she goes, I don't know, Sagittarius. I go, "I'm a black man." being loud in the aisle. So black people turn around, they're like, "What?"
I guarantee you Logic does that in real life. I guarantee you he does that shit.
He does that shit on every song.
Every fucking song.
Every song this guy is like,
Oh
"By the
my
way, did you know I'm
God,
black?"
yo. Did you hear his new song, Eminem?
No.
Literally
my
the
boy,
first-
Chris D'Elia's on it. Shouts to Chris,
he's on,
yo.
he's on the,
Shouts to
the
my boy,
outro for that,
man.
which is dope.
Yeah.
But like literally the first line, he goes, "Nigga," and I'm like, yo,
Yo, that made me feel uncomfortable
I know.
just right
Bruh.
then.
Me too.
dog. Like I was mad, like taken aback. I'm like, all right, we get it. You're biracial. You don't need to
Yeah.
shove
He's
that.
really shoving it down.
That's
Really
that white
something
half
I'm
of
like,
him.
my G.
That white half of him yelling the N-word mad hard. Every time he says that,
I'm
the
like, black
N-word, his
people don't
white
even
half
say it that hard. Yo.
You know, he wrote that song at a picnic.
He ain't invited no cookout.
Ain't going to no fucking cookout.
Damn straight. And he be calling his picnics cookouts too, right? He be like, "Guys, we doing the cookout. We still sitting on that plaid blanket."
Bring the cucumber sandwiches to the cookout.
That was fucking his peach basket. Like,
He had the whitest wife ever, bro.
oh my god, yo, Logic's a wild boy, dog.
He really is.
God damn.
So he's not black. He's not invited to the cookout.
He could get a cock Emmy though, or cock Oscar, whatever.
He
they call
could
it.
get a Kokosker.
Nah, I don't
You
think
gotta
he gets
say
a Kokemi
Kokosker or
no more.
Kokemi.
A
A Kokosker or Kokemi, but they're different.
A Kokosker.
Kokemi is for different things than Kokosker is.
Kokemi's for white TV show actors?
I guess.
Like
yeah,
Jon
yeah,
Snow
yeah.
get a Kokemi.
Jon Snow, you for sure gets a Kokemi.
Oh,
He got to get the best what is it? The best acting Kokemi every single year.
Best male cock Emmy. Best male cock.
Outstanding cock performance.
Performance in a TV show.
Who best female cock?
Best female cock?
Adele.
Yeah, definitely. Well, she'd get a Kokemi.
Oh,
Nah,
she gets a Grammy.
She gets a called Grammy.
She gets a called Grammy.
Yeah, called Grammy.
She gets a called
absolutely.
A called Grammy.
Who's that singer with the ponytail that looks like she's 12?
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. She's Spanish though, right?
She's like
so.
Italian or
Is she
something.
Italian?
She can get one.
Yeah.
She get what?
I could never. She looks like 12, bro.
She could get
Like,
what,
she's
bro?
like,
Yeah, but I
she's
mean,
good
she
looking, but she looks so like.
Get what, Al?
But her song
Al, what could
slapped,
she
though.
get?
The song.
She could get a cucumber sandwich, couldn't she, huh? I'll show you how to make a cucumber sandwich.
Oh man.
Oh shit!
We really came out firing today,
Y'all
bro.
motherfuckers, bro. God damn.
Man.
Scarlet can
I
get
gotta
one.
start taking out them weekend trips with y'all. Y'all came back lit.
Yo, man.
Son.
I wish you
Come
got to
through.
hang even more. Akaash was able to hang with us for the shows, but you had a birthday party, a housewarming. What was it?
Yeah. My yeah, whatever.
It was also Akaash's birthday.
Yeah.
I found out on Twitter.
Wait, what?
Wow.
It was your birthday?
You didn't know neither.
Yeah.
Still.
You didn't tell nobody it was your birthday?
Nah.
Do you just not celebrate
Hold on,
it?
you see Alex trying to throw me under the rug right there. So I found out on Twitter. Alex goes, wow. I was like, I was with you when we found out on Twitter together. This
Alex and I have been friends for 2
Holy
years.
shit, yo. Oh, y'all know each other for fucking ever, bro.
Can I
Like,
be honest though? Can I be honest though? Like when I forgot Alex's birthday, that was wild disrespectful.
okay.
Because every week I put in his birthday into the Expedia when I buy the flights. And I did not commit that to memory. And I put his birthday in Yo, real talk, right now, I don't know when you're born, fam. I don't know when. I think
Thanks,
it's
man.
February.
Appreciate you.
Your birthday's in
March.
February?
No, it's March.
March?
He
like,
told
you're
us.
Pisces?
A leap year?
What?
What?
Sometimes that's March.
No,
No,
that's
it's
February.
always February. It's leap day.
February 29th.
What if you're born February 29th? You don't have a birthday?
That's the
I
leap
think
birthday.
that's Ja Rule's birthday. No shit.
Then you just go every February
Yeah.
28th, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Do you think
technically
that
he's like
he
8.
grew according to birthdays? That motherfucker's really 9, bro.
I'm almost positive. I think he looked that up. I think it's 29th, right? I knew
It's
that.
Akash's birthday.
It was Saturday.
Akash did the
I didn't
shows.
tell nobody, bro.
I'll tell people on my birthday. I'll just be like, yo, it's my birthday. If you say happy birthday, I'm cool. That's
Yeah,
all I
but we
need.
want to celebrate you, dude. I know
I
it's not like
appreciate that.
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks, dog.
Happy
Alright.
birthday, bro.
Andrew had everybody sing happy birthday to me. It was cool.
I did do that at the show.
Yeah.
What did you do, Alex? This guy did nothing. This guy did absolutely nothing, bro.
It's like I was snitched.
You're not invited to the Tandoor. No longer, Alex.
Invited to the tandoor. Y'all not invited to shit in a hole.
Wow.
Yo, we gotta do third world like
That's
real
funny,
third
bro.
world
That's
shit.
funny,
We
dog.
gotta do real third world
That's
shit.
funny, man.
Y'all not invited to the beheading.
Wow.
It got dark real fast.
How Caucasian did Eden just get, bro?
I said, oh my
Did you
God.
hear Eden's reaction?
He's about to say, oh my stars.
He didn't even hit the ideals meal, bro. That inner white man came out of Eden. Oh my God. Son, what happened, bro?
Writing them down.
Oh, God. What you looking at on your phone? Your alarm clock?
Yo, y'all DJs is wild.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh man.
It's crazy over here. Oh my God. Akaash.
Yo, he really ran down the block. He really had to take a piss. Dude. I was out.
He timed that baby.
He timed his baby bladder
He
door.
timed that baby
so
blood
right.
perfectly, bro.
Yo, let me just
I'm
run out.
lightheaded, bro. I'm lightheaded from laughing this hard, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo, thank you to everybody in Dallas that came out to the shows, man.
shit
That
looks
shit was
fun,
so
man.
dope. You got to come with us one
I
weekend,
need
Cass.
to.
Real talk.
I need to. I will.
Pick a weekend. Pick
Where's
a
next time we
weekend.
heading? Where's next time we heading to? My flight benefits
We're going to
kick in the
Nashville
11th.
next Saturday, but it's a quick one in and out.
Okay.
And then we got a bunch more. We got St. Louis.
What's
Indiana.
Toronto?
Toronto's going to be dope. Come
Yeah.
to Toronto, and then let's try to do the whole weekend in
Yeah,
Toronto.
I'm with that. Let's do that.
Yeah, we'll go up on a Friday. Matter of fact, Toronto, that early show sold out, man. Thank you. So we got another show as well. Go gobble up tickets for that one too.
That's theater, right?
Yeah, man. It was unbelievable, man. 1,200 seats. I mean, it's
yeah.
fucking crazy, bro. But
Big show. Really
Yeah.
big show.
so yeah, I want you to come, man. We had a fucking great time, bro. We
yeah.
saw the Wild West.
Have fun in North Carolina. I felt North Carolina's the last time I was out with y'all, right?
What do you mean?
All-Star weekend? North Carolina?
Come on in, man. Come on, sit back.
You went to P, didn't you?
Yeah.
But we were just talking about Dallas. I wish you got to hang out with us in Dallas, man.
I know, man. That was fun though. It was a fun little trip. It's a good crowd always in Dallas.
I love Dallas.
Good comedy
man.
audience.
They were cool, man. It was really dope because every once in a while, great sporting events match up with shows, and you have a green room that's got some seats and like the TV.
Yep.
So we got to watch that 4 overtime game.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So you just with already your best friends, you watching the game and you doing what you love. It was a
Yeah.
pretty cool moment. I was
dope.
quite grateful for it.
Man, it's been some great fucking games this weekend, man.
Jesus Christ,
Great
man.
games.
Jesus Christ.
Without LeBron James.
No, you don't need him.
You don't need him.
The league gonna be fine.
I'm enjoying LeBron-less playoffs.
You know what? You're gonna get him for a while. So
Oh, you don't think he's back next year?
I don't think he's back next year. They're hiring Ty Lue. Apparently, you were right. Give Andrew credit. We said it was
another
not
one.
gonna happen. Apparently, he's the front runner.
Someone find a clip.
Yeah.
This how lost the Lakers are. Is they're hiring Ty Lue before they hire a GM.
Yes.
Yeah.
You always hire a GM. Let him pick his guy. You're letting LeBron pick
Is that
his
the
guy.
conventional wisdom?
Yeah.
Usually, yeah. The
Ah,
GM
because-
usually picks the coach.
GM is going to put in a system that he likes and then get a coach for that system. Ooh, that's interesting. So you're basically saying, LeBron, here are the keys.
Yeah.
And then we're going to find someone that will orchestrate what you want.
And LeBron not good at driving.
No.
If we've seen anything from the rosters he built,
That's true.
He's not the best at
I
driving.
think I won in Cleveland. They got one.
They got one. Cool.
Right, but
Pat Riley
he
got two.
was undeniably the best.
Yeah.
He was undeniably the
Yeah.
best player on the team, and he carried them on his back.
Did y'all get to see the shop this weekend?
No.
No.
HBO?
What
So-
happened? Big
so there was a
shots
point-
went out to Magic, towards Magic,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
break
those
that
are points.
down.
So they talk about when they first found out.
By the way, everybody who's listening, maybe you're not from the States. The Shop is a show that LeBron James does where they're in a barbershop and he's with his business partner, Maverick
Yeah,
Carter.
it's, this episode was really dope though. It was Maverick Carter, Pharrell, Lonzo Ball, Travis Scott, Don Cheadle, Seth Rogen.
Oh my!
And
There's 9
somebody-
people?
Yeah, it was
They
a good one.
filter
this
in and
year.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's not the whole
And this is the interesting idea. The idea is unfiltered talk, like the way guys talk at the barbershop in the States. That's
Yeah.
that's your comfort zone, whatever. He invites Lonzo on, and I'm sure it never came up that LeBron was willing to trade him for Anthony Davis. So much for the unfiltered
It
part.
was kind of fucked up because there was a really poignant like part when like Pharrell's, and I posted on my Instagram, like Pharrell's like giving him like fucking like, you know, life advice about
To Lonzo.
Like, yeah, to Lonzo. He's
Yeah.
like, yo, you might feel like everything's crumbling around you, but like right now is like the beginning of everything you built from scratch, yada yada yada. And LeBron's like, yeah, that's what I told him. I'm like, bro, you trying to get him traded with like 5 other guys.
I love
like,
Bron, but
relax,
this
bro.
motherfucker phony, man.
Oh, bro.
Yo, is that the
Listen.
case?
Yeah,
He may
he's a
not be phony,
politician.
but
He said it.
He's a politician.
Politicians
That's
always
what
phony.
I'm like, my G,
want me to set up?
like, what happened?
Yeah.
We good?
No. He was fixing the thing. Keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going.
no, like I was saying, like I don't know if he's phony, but like he just comes off like such a politician, dog.
Yeah.
Like, why in the fuck? All right, so long story short, they
Yeah.
talk about when they first found out about Magic Johnson, right?
Yeah.
So LeBron was getting stretched out, yada yada yada. The game's about to start, and then I guess his business partner comes and tells like, "Yo, Magic just stepped down." I was like, "What? You mean like stepped out the car?" He said, "No, like he's just like stepped down, like he's leaving." And then like LeBron's like, "Oh, nah, this is bullshit." And he's basically saying like he didn't respect that he didn't fucking come to him like as a man and like tell him like, "Yo, this is what I'm thinking about doing." He had to find out.
Oh, is that like when you left Cleveland on national television and didn't fucking tell them? I mean, come the fuck on. Again, I like Braun, but we got to take this motherfucker to task with
That's the
that
thing,
dumb
bro.
shit like that.
If you're a real Braun fan, like, bro, I've gotten checks from LeBron. Like, you got to be able to call bullshit sometimes, right? And
All the time.
only person that kept it real was Lonzo Ball. Like,
What did Lonzo say?
So Lonzo was like, when they asked Lonzo the same question, he's like, "Yo, I found out from Braun," and he was like, "Damn, that's crazy." Kuz, what we doing tonight? And that was it. Like, so they was like happy that match
didn't
was
care,
out there.
yeah.
They didn't give a fuck.
Oh, so that was a sentiment. Yeah, that was my next question.
Lonzo was looking at LeBron's like, "Damn, that's crazy." All right, Kuz, what we doing tonight? And it was just gone.
So you guys got the feeling that that neither LeBron or Lonzo were fans of Magic, which is understandable. It was understandable for Lonzo and Kuz because they were going to get traded.
I don't know about LeBron. I haven't watched the episode. I just I read what happened,
Yeah.
and I saw he had Lonzo on there, and I was like, I guarantee you, they're not going to talk about Bron trying to trade him.
Nah.
So the whole idea of this show is just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, Lonzo's about to be a Nike guy now, so that's probably one of those.
Sure, it's one of those things. But the idea of the show is this is the safe space to talk about whatever.
Right. And I guess the second question I have is like, how much of this
got
show
blood socks on?
is come on, bro, you know how I do.
All right.
You know
Salute
what I mean?
to the Beehive. I see you.
That's the real beehive.
That's the real Beehive.
That's the Beehive you do not want to get stung by. Fuck, man. Yeah, shout out to like Stance Stocks or whatever like that. They sent me some stocks trying to get me killed.
Yeah, nice. Give me gangster.
But yeah, I guess I wonder how much of the show is like a marketing vehicle,
It's all marketing.
right?
It's all marketing.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta. That's the reason why you go to Los Angeles. It's the reason why you have all of your production.
I mean a
companies
marketing
out there.
vehicle for like the narrative LeBron wants out there, because okay.
Oh, okay.
Because
like
here's
so.
my question:
Like
Are
you
they-
said, Kaz said he controls his narrative.
Yes,
he's
Yep.
very
yes,
good at that.
Yes. So
then-
like, I guess I want to know: is this show shot in real time, or do they bank episodes? In other words, did this conversation happen last week and now we're seeing it, or did they film 12 episodes and now we're seeing them play out throughout the
I
next?
saw
few
them
weeks?
post the Instagram picture like a week ago. like,
Okay,
from
so this
the
is
set.
of
So it's
recent.
pretty
Magic
recent.
stepped down like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Okay, boom. So that means they're operating in real time. So that means the topics that they choose are curated. That means the agenda of the episode is potentially
course.
curated. And this is part of the LeBron James marketing vehicle, which is,
course.
like I think you maybe brought up before, is different than any other athlete in history.
Of course. And yo,
but
more
this-
power to him.
So no, we're not knocking the power. So my question for you guys is, can you see through the lack of authenticity when you're watching the show?
I think there's certain points of it. Like I think the fact that like LeBron curses so freely, that gets blurred out. That you're like, oh man, he's just cursing so freely. Like this has to be unfiltered. This has to be that. But like when you break it down like that and you see like, yeah, well, you're not talking about the fact that you almost got Lonzo traded. You're not
point.
talking about
Yeah.
this. Like
That's a good point about.
there's certain elements of the show that makes you think like it's really super unfiltered and gritty and all that type of shit. But it's very constructed to make sure LeBron looks a certain way.
Cursing is an interesting tool.
Of course.
Because it's rare to see anybody that's a professional figure, especially even
guy
in
that
sports,
popular.
but a guy that popular using curse words.
I don't
so
think
you hear some
anybody that
curse
popular.
words, right? And you're like, oh, this must be the real.
Yeah.
It's like that Tony Robbins guy is very interesting, but like he says he uses language on purpose in a certain way because you can set a tone in the room. Like you can be the person who gives the least fucks with language
Right.
or ideas, and but
it brings the guard down for everyone else too.
But it's a great way to mask inauthenticity.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a curse about some shit, but you know exactly what we're going to talk about.
Right.
You know the opinions you want to have,
Right.
etc. Interesting.
Yo,
It's
no
still an
bullshit.
entertaining show.
Like, I look at LeBron's Instagram and I don't know what is authentic LeBron.
do you mean by that? Go
Every
on
single
that. What do you-
post of his, for the most part, looks inauthentic.
Curated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Like when he's
feeling,
doing the music shit, it looks like, oh, okay, somebody paid him to do this music shit.
I believe.
Like,
am I
what-
being naive? I'm believing all this stuff.
too. I believe he's. I don't know if he's getting paid. I believed he was pushing his narrative, curating his narrative with every post.
Wait a minute. Bump up. Go up to the top. This is interesting.
oh, okay, there it is.
Is he getting paid for that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Every post. Every
The
post.
production.
Yeah, this is for his network.
Kim Kardashian gets $1 million. Well, this is supposedly Kim Kardashian gets $1 million per post. So
Which is-
that's a
somebody
bargain.
at LeBron's
Yeah.
level is getting money per post. So everything he posts, there's a reason
Oh
for it.
my god.
So I don't really know. I don't know what authentic LeBron is. I don't think I've ever seen authentic LeBron.
No, I think very few people have.
So then he must have been doing a pretty good job. If I'm fooled, am I naive or
No, yeah, that's
You think
for
the
you liking him
majority
that
of
much,
people-
That's why. That's part of the reason I don't like him.
no? But like, do you think the majority of the people are aware of this, or do you think this is you because you're?
I think
in
a lot of
entertainment.
I think a lot of people who dislike LeBron. That's one of the things they dislike. That he's clearly phony.
I don't want to say he's phony. I think he's very carefully crafted.
There is phoniness
Like
to him.
he's a walking fucking conglomerate.
He's a walking
business.
product.
He's a
Yeah,
business.
he's a project.
like
He's
it-
calculated.
Yeah, he's calculated. He's not
Okay.
just gonna throw shit out there. Everything is out there for a reason.
I didn't know he was making money
Even if
on
it's
all
a
this
post
shit.
like this, like
the sneakers there
sneakers
for a
something.
reason.
Everything.
Yeah.
Always aware of the sneak dissing.
Everything.
But
And
all his
that's why-
kids,
that's why
all
I
his
respect
kids stuff seems authentic. I don't see anything.
Of
there.
course,
I think
he loves
he genuinely
his kids,
loves his kids.
but it's
Of course.
also to make his image like, oh, look at me, I'm a
a family
loving
man.
father, I'm family man.
Well, I
like-
think it's marketing also for
Yeah,
his kid. It's
marketing.
like I want my kid.
Oh, true,
I think
yeah.
he's doing some Lonzo Ball shit.
Yeah,
in his way.
Yeah.
Like I want my kid to be highly touted. So you're going to see all the highlights from his videos. You're going to see him splashing jumpers. You're going to see him dunking in a parking lot. You're going to see all the good stuff. So that Coach K can call him up and be like, okay, I'd like to see your kid play.
yeah.
So
See, and that's why I love somebody like Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z's at the same level as LeBron, that anything he does is going to be scrutinized. So what does he do? Stay out the limelight. You barely see pictures of my life. You barely see anything from my life because I don't want to have to be fake for the camera.
But
Jay Z's also
older.
50 years old. He
Yeah.
don't know how to use a phone.
Nah,
I don't think he
come
knows
on.
how to
you'd be
use
surprised, bro.
Instagram.
Jay-Z sees
Jay-Z
everything.
sees
He
everything.
sees
Nah,
I'm
everything.
teasing.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying he's old in that like it's stupid for him to be on Instagram. Like he was
at 50.
he was established pretty much as one of the GOATs when Instagram came
Yeah,
around.
but look at 50. 50 right now is killing on Instagram. Look
Yeah,
at The
because
Rock.
50
Look
because
at
50 is not nearly the status as Jay-Z. Jay-Z has created the larger than life legacy already. So now for him to post a lot would take away from that. Jay-Z's created the aura brilliantly. I like this of being larger than life. You don't see me out.
Yeah, but there's
I'm
people
not
who
gonna-
are
I
larger
think,
than life.
The
that-
Rock does it best.
The Rock does
The
it.
Rock probably does it the best.
Will Smith
but
does it.
taking Akaash's point, I think it's very poignant. He's not saying that these other people aren't good at it. He's not saying The Rock isn't good.
Yeah.
He's not saying that. What he's saying is anything that Jay-Z posts isn't going to live up to our image of Jay-Z, and 50 hadn't ascended to that level yet. While 50 is an absolute genius, seeing what he's done recently.
50's a troll. Trolls are best online.
Yes, and it worked for him, but 50 also wasn't secure for life within a lifestyle he
Yeah.
wanted, and he had to reinvent himself in TV. And it's genius what he's
Right.
done, or film, TV, film,
Right.
entertainment. But Jay was set for life.
Yeah.
And anything that he does to post on the gram could absolutely shatter our image of how fucking cool he is. There's a reason you barely see him talk. Like you don't
there's a
even
whole-
see him
there's whole-
slip up.
There's whole photo threads of Jay-Z doing anything athletically.
It looks
And it
so
looks
bad.
so dumb.
It looks so bad.
Like anytime Jay-Z tries to do any, like there's a picture of him throwing the football, riding
A bike, jump into that pool all awkward.
like, just the most awkward dude. Like when it comes to any physical activity, it's like,
Whoa.
this is why.
And then he'll address it with like one line in 411. He'll be like, I'm a billionaire. You ain't never seen an ugly billionaire. Whatever. I'm cute.
I'm cute. Yeah.
Everybody talking about.
Bro, he looked like he's
Oh,
catching
man. This
it.
is my favorite one, the jet ski.
The jet ski with the
He looked a little Frank and Beans in both those pictures.
Hey,
Have you seen my jet ski?
I see that looks better. That looks better.
No,
It's a
it
little
still
wind
don't
up.
look. No,
you
it's
still gotta
still.
respect the God though.
A little wind up. Yeah, I ain't saying anything.
Well,
Come on,
what's
son. I ain't saying
interesting
nothing
about
crazy. I gotta say nothing crazy about old man.
How do you look that goofy holding?
Hey,
All you're gonna do is hold it.
that's not Alex talking.
so
I ain't saying shit exactly. I got it,
look,
bro.
so here's the thing with Jay-Z though. Maybe Jay-Z recognizes his goofy and he's trying to hide that
Yes.
from the world.
Yes.
And because he knows that if you just turn the cam on and follow Jay-Z, he's gonna come across goofy.
That's what I'm saying. He's worse. The more you see Jay-Z, the worse it is for Jay-Z.
He's calculated as fuck
Yes,
too.
yes.
He just knows if I stick to music and I stick to performing, I'll have this cool aura
He
out
doesn't
there.
even. He doesn't even really put out that much music or perform like that anymore. He's just Jay-Z.
But those
Like,
were
he
the
just-
things that he did, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a
Yeah.
businessman. I'm going to maybe drop a little line here, drop a little line there. But I imagine even in the podcast that he put out, like there's a lot of chopping. He has to approve
Yeah, but
everything.
you don't think that he has the capability of having people around him to curate his social media in a way that
But
he
why
doesn't
would he?
corny?
Why would he?
Yeah.
What's the advantage for
His
Jay-Z?
wife does it.
His wife is still
Super curated, but that shit still looks authentically
And it's not
her.
just Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Like she does it in a way that it looks. She comes across authentic.
There's
But her
like-
fans are
No,
14-year-old girls.
What's the
Jay's
upside?
fans
yeah.
are older dudes.
What's the upside for Jay to do it? Just because his
No,
wife
but
does
I'm
it?
just saying. So he doesn't. I just respect the fact that instead of having a curated
Fair. I can
social media,
I think
like
that's also
LeBron.
curated though.
Yeah.
Can you see? My point is, I think that's dope too. That's what I would prefer to do. I fucking hate social media.
Yeah.
But that's also curated in a way of like I'm off.
keep the
Y'all on this
mystique?
shit.
Oh,
50
okay.
on this. Let 50 chase me. I'm above this.
I get what you're saying.
In the same
Oh,
way
yeah.
Beyonce
Possibly,
follows
yeah.
0 people, She don't need to follow nobody. That's the image he's putting out. Not even Jay. I'm not even gonna follow Jay. I don't need to. Jay's image is I don't need to post. Y'all do that. Y'all beneath me.
Gotcha.
Can we acknowledge how
understand.
fucking
I like
corny it is? Those people who don't follow anybody. You fucking egomaniac.
They just have a second page.
Beyonce
where
got
they
that right.
follow.
No. I'm talking about. I'm not saying everybody has the right. I'm just saying it is a corny thing to one act like you're not finding out what's going on Instagram. People are sending you Instagram links all the time and you're looking at it, right? Like you are finding out what's going on. You're seeing what's hot. You're seeing what's popping. You're not detached from the world. You're doing it as a marketing tool.
is
Like,
marketing.
I'm not a follower.
They got
I don't
Finstas,
follow
though.
nobody.
Yeah, they are.
You are.
They got Finstas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you got a whole other Instagram to do all that
Yeah.
following. So this shit is so inauthentic,
Yeah,
so
it's
fake.
all marketing.
Just admit
absolutely.
you want to look up,
Yes. That's
World
part- that is-
Star, all the other stupid
Yes.
shit the rest of us do.
Yes,
It
that
is
is
marketing.
That is part of the allure, though.
If you're Queen Bee,
Shit's so corny.
queens
man.
don't follow
Nah,
nobody. They're queens. That's
They
still,
follow
it's just
kings.
marketing. It's just marketing.
Follow Jay.
You know what? You can follow Jay.
Follow Jay.
Jay's
follow
not on there
Jay.
to be followed.
I don't follow Jay. Does he have Instagram?
No, he doesn't.
Nah, he has Twitter. He barely uses it. He tweets like every once in a while. He had like one tweet storm when he went to the Songwriters Hall of Fame and he was like shouting out all the rappers he thanked and shit.
Left
But that was
Kanye
it.
off that bitch.
He
I
did?
remember
Nah,
that.
he did?
Yeah, I remember
Damn,
that.
Hey,
he did.
Pretty sure he left Kanye off. He left one or two people off noticeably.
And there was a couple people.
He like shouted out
shouldn't
like
have
Mac
put on.
Miller and
Yeah,
shit. Like
there
he
was a
shouted
couple
out
people
like
that
Future.
like were just young.
Yeah, people that were just
little
like coming
rappers,
on.
and
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't deserve a shout out yet.
Huh.
But maybe he has a stake in them and he's trying
Oh,
to
of
prop
course.
them up. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yo, shouts to all the Muslims celebrating Ramadan.
Shout out to
Ramadan
Ramadan.
just started,
Ramadan
yo.
Mubarak.
Word.
Word.
Oh, say that shit one more time.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Mubarak. Mubarak.
That's not how you spell it in their language.
How you spell it?
Like that.
Chill.
That. And then like that,
See?
probably.
See, it's a slippery fucking slope.
What?
The black
What
jokes
are we
are. What's
doing?
up? See?
I don't understand.
What do you mean
what
the
we're
black
doing.
jokes are? I'm leaning in.
Yeah, the black jokes are. I'm saying don't lean in.
Why? You worried about a kaboom? Yo, that's a stereotype, Kaz. You don't gotta be worried about it, bro.
Kaz, come on.
That's a stereotype.
That's mad
bro.
small-minded of you, dog.
Come on,
Is
bro. You gotta be more
Yeah.
progressive,
Is it?
son.
Yeah. What you think? All Muslims are terrorists?
Son, your
No,
name is
that's not what I'm
Kazim. We should
saying.
be worried about you. That's an Arabic name.
Yeah, it is an Arabic name.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Yeah, like salam, bitch.
Oh, he's one of them. That's why you were late. You were praying. No, but for real, man. Shout out to all the Muslims out here doing Ramadan. Ramadan is lit, dude. I did a day last year.
You know what fucks
fasted?
you up is the water. The
That's
water's the tough
thing.
part.
Yo, so here's the thing about
So you can't drink
Ramadan.
water?
No
when you
water,
fast?
No,
sun
no.
up to
Sun up
sundown.
to sundown.
And
So-
summer Ramadan is worse.
That's what I was about
It's
to say.
more light.
So basically, when all of us, I'm 35, right? So everybody who's around that age, when they were kids starting out Ramadan, because you don't have to do Ramadan until you're at a certain age, right? Like obviously, a
think
little
so.
kid needs to eat throughout
Right.
the day. But all of them, when they were kids, they had winter Ramadan, right? Because it changes a little bit every year. Winter Ramadan is easy.
Yeah, because
Right?
there's not a lot of sun.
You wake up
Over
at
at 5 p.m.
Exactly. You wake up at 7:30. Well, at least in New York, you wake up at 7:30, right? You chug some water before that sun comes up, and then by 3:34,
Yeah,
sundown.
true. Yeah.
Right?
You know, sports story.
Boom. That's easy.
That's how I learned about Ramadan through Hakeem
Hakeem
Olajuwon.
Olajuwon.
Yeah, because he was fasting during the playoffs.
Yeah, but everybody makes a big deal about that. Like you play at 8:00.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
what
you
he
could
said.
do
he
that
was like,
fast.
He was like, I was fine.
There
It
was a
only the
football
day
player.
games, like
Yeah.
Sunday
The
games.
day game is
The
crazy.
Sunday games when he was
The
like,
no
this
water is
this
crazy.
rough.
And
Yeah.
that, granted, it's Minnesota, but there was a football player for the Vikings. Ramadan during training camp wouldn't drink water during training
I mean,
camp.
unbelievable.
Wild.
2 days, right?
Wild.
Probably 2
You're
days.
doing 2 days, dude. It's unbelievable. The water shit is a bitch. That was the tough thing when I tried it. When I did a day of it last year, and that was definitely tough. But the food, it's weird. Like, you know, I'm one of these people. I get like hangry. I get like angry when I'm hungry, and I want to eat every 4 hours. The first 4, you're really hungry. After that,
Yeah.
bro, you're good.
Yeah.
It's like almost you're not that hungry. Like
You get it's
when-
like a runner's high, but like when you're hungry,
Yeah.
like once you get past that first wall of hunger,
Yeah.
you're just like, all right,
That's what I'm
good.
saying. Only Alex caught my little shot at the homeless people.
I thought you said hummus. I
No,
was like,
I
what?
said-
Yeah, I thought he said hummus
he said
too.
the
I was
homeless,
like,
they
The
not that
homeless,
hungry.
I'm like the homeless ain't that
I thought he
hungry.
said hummus.
They're just intermittent fasting when you get
That's
down to
it.
it. They eat a few hours every day.
Yo, why don't they just be Muslim this month? Like, if you're homeless, you already are Ramadan in it.
A Ramadan in it.
You're Ramadan in it. Yo, we got to do the Ramadaskers.
the best and the Ramadamis. We got to do the Ramadaskas and the Ramadamis. Real talk this month.
Rami Youssef is clean sweep out this motherfucker.
Oh, Rama what?
Rami Youssef. Rami.
Oh, Rami's just going to kill it.
Oh,
Shout out to my boy Rami,
He's dope.
man.
He's dope. I saw that movie.
Yo, the show. He got a show out.
And
It's
HBO
called
special
Rami.
coming
He
out.
got the HBO special coming
I
out.
thought you were
Hilarious
talking about
comic.
the other dude, the dude that played that played Queen. What was his
Oh,
name?
he's good too. Rami Malek.
Rami Malek, that's his name.
He's
Yeah.
a Christian. He's a Coptic
Oh.
Christian from Egypt. Yeah.
Same
But
shit.
he's a talented motherfucker, man.
Yeah, dude, he's dope.
He's intense,
He's
bro.
got big eyes.
He came to one of my shows, man.
Say
and that
word.
motherfucker was he's intense. We did like a long, intense handshake.
He looks like, he has like very big, deep eyes.
Hell
Like
yeah.
I feel like
Fuck
everything
yeah.
he says is very serious.
Very serious. Very serious.
Is he trying to fuck?
Nah. He had a shorty with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just
sure,
said long,
yeah.
intense handshake. I didn't know what that meant.
Nah, it wasn't like
Is that
that.
what you call it?
He could get some though. He a good actor.
You let him hit.
I wouldn't let him hit.
For his talent? You
not the
let
first
him-
night.
Nah. I would slap soft dicks against each other.
Yo, where do you get
Is that gay? Just do that. Just like a horse's, not a horse, what is it, elephant trunk? Just do that little game.
Why would you? What was?
It's called the Golden Company.
The Golden Company.
Oh my god!
Game of Thrones reference for y'all.
Shouts on the Game of Thrones,
Western
man.
Bros.
Yeah, man. We missed you on this week's episode.
I know,
Akaash.
dog. I know.
But yeah, man,
Killed
for real
the
though.
black
Have a
girl
good
on the show.
Ramadan, yo.
Right.
Kill that up. I mean, don't kill anything. I don't know why I said kill, because you
Because
said
I said
kill.
they killed the only black girl
Yeah.
on the show. My bad.
To be fair, there was only one.
I know they killed her.
And she lasted a long ass time. She didn't die first, that's for sure.
Yes.
To me, I've
do you know
only
how
seen
many-
5 episodes, so I'm just like, oh man.
So she made it 5.
It's like
They killed that redheaded bitch last one.
They did. That's
Yeah.
true. Oh, I didn't care
They
about
killed Patch. What's his name? that
Oh,
that pirate looking
Guy
ass.
with the fucking patch. I had a question. I'm sure there's some comic that has spoken about this. There has to be, but just how we haven't improved the eye patch at all in literally 5,000 years. Like as long as we've had missing eyeballs, it's literally been a
Yo,
little
they
black
tried.
shit.
Yeah,
There was a
bro.
glass eye.
And that we're not good with that.
I mean, that seems fucking crazy. Here's a piece of glass stick in your eye.
Well, I would hope they make it round.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do, but it's
Does that
still.
hurt?
I mean, it don't. You Stuart Scott had one.
I would rather you have a glass
right,
eye than that
that's true.
stupid patch.
Give me the patch, dog.
You want the patch?
That eye just not moving no matter where I go. You
It's
supposed-
windy. That shit pop up, and then you got a fucking hole in your head. That's the other thing. Why don't they just take
You
a
got
little
better
string
aim if you got one
and
eye.
then tie this eye to that eye?
Take a little string.
Look, when you're in the car, right?
he's about to try.
Yo, when you're in the
mansplain
car,
eye
no.
surgery.
I got this, right? When
How
you're in the
does
car
mansplain?
driving,
This crazy
right?
person explaining.
Yeah.
No. Keep that away. Don't look at the thing; it's too distracting, right? You're in the
From
car
his
driving.
brilliant theory.
You're on the left side. The steering wheel's on the left side, right? When you turn that shit, it turns the left wheel and the right wheel. So what I'm saying is, whatever we got in the car, put that in your head, and then attach the glass eye.
Put a
The
chassis
glass
in
eye
your
is-
optic.
Yeah, put the chassis. The glass eye is the right wheel. That shit turns whenever you turn the steering
Yo,
wheel.
you are so
Power
dumb,
stealing
yo.
for your eyeballs, bro. Tell me I didn't figure out eyes.
so
You got these
dumb.
fucking idiots with their stupid glass eyes or their patches. Okay? They can't even say nothing smart. You ever seen someone with a patch say anything smart and you looking at them like,
Nah, the
shut
patch
the fuck
isn't
up.
for intelligence. The patch is badass.
What?
The patch is
Yeah,
like
that's badass,
intimidating.
Yeah, it tells a story. It's like he's
You know
been through
what's
some shit.
badass? I was on a cruise
Two
in
eyes?
Australia, right? No shit. This is the most alpha shit I've ever seen in my life. This dude was walking around. He was missing an eye, no eye patch, no glass eye. Dude was walking around the boat with a hole in his fucking head, like a man. I could see what he was thinking. He just had the hole. Children looked at him and cried, and he didn't give a fuck.
That's what's up. On a
That
cruise.
was
Hold
so
up.
alpha.
Where does it
Kind of
go?
respect that.
The cruise?
No, the eye hole. Like, do you see the brain?
No shit.
Like, I really want to know,
You
or
ever,
if
you ever
there's like a
seen
little
some
thing.
crazy anal porn? It looked like that in his head.
Oh, where it's just open.
So it looks like
Yeah.
an
What
What is that
asshole.
called again?
Yeah.
When it's
Gaping.
Gaping. He
Yeah.
was gaping. Yeah.
Favorite category.
Yeah. After that cruise.
Yeah, for sure. I almost
Were you
came.
turned
try to
on
jerk
when he
off
was
in his
like, I'll put my dick in that. Is that-
Yeah, that's nuts. All I'm saying is we could do better than that, bro.
That's funny.
I can't believe you can't just put an eye and connect it to the other. And even when I see cockeyed people, have you seen cockeyed people? We can't fix that.
That is a little wild. Like that shit
How
been
do we
around.
Son, I was almost cockeyed is lazy-eyed. The same shit. What's the difference?
I don't know.
All right, good.
I don't
I'm not
really
the only
know.
one.
I'm
I thought
like-
it was the same shit.
I thought like a cockeye is like one's just like slightly off. Like
So then that's lazy-eyed.
Nah, lazy is like Forrest Whitaker, where your shit don't want to be open.
oh, so it's more the lid, not the
it's the
eyeball.
lid.
Yeah.
I thought it was
The cockeye.
There's
is
a
the
funny
eyeball.
David Tell joke where
No, I
like,
heard lazy eye was eyeball too.
oh no,
Yeah.
lazy eye, it's looking the other way. Yeah.
So then that's cockeyed.
Yeah, lazy eye and cockeyed are the same. David Tell got a funny joke like that eye is not lazy, it's working overtime. Like it's looking in the other direction. It's constantly looking. Anyway, go on. Go on with your story. You were almost cockeyed?
Yeah, so I was slapboxing with my cousin when I was like maybe 12 or something like that.
Yeah, that's not how you become cockeyed, but okay,
No,
go on.
but it was like he
guy over here.
caught me in a way
Yeah.
where when I looked up, my eye was looking the other way, and he started panicking. He grabbed my face and just started rubbing my eye really hard. And the shit corrected itself. But dead ass. He was like, I looked up and I was rubbing
Cockeyed
your
people
eye.
out there, have you tried this? Yo, why don't you just try this and then your eye will be straight,
Yeah,
okay?
word.
Take it from the Puerto Rican School of
my
Medicine.
God.
They probably ain't tried that.
Oh my god.
Honestly, if
What if
you...
we really just figured out how to fix cockeyes?
Yo,
Like,
Alex
you got
might be
you
on
got
it,
2
bro.
minutes to just rub your shit back together.
How has that not been fixed? I cannot believe it. Akaash, how has it not been
That's a
fixed?
good question. We're wasting our time on cancer. These poor motherfuckers look in two directions.
Bro, and which one do you look at?
Which one do you trust?
I look at, to be honest, I look at the away game. I look at that one.
That's the peripheral.
I look at the peripheral because I feel like...
Nah, that's
How you
fucked
walk
up.
straight,
It's
dog?
fucked up though.
What?
Because then they see you looking at the
That's what I'm
fucked
saying.
up
Like
one.
that.
They
That's
know I know they're cockeyed.
That's
Yeah,
the
but you
eye
gotta
that they
fake
can't
like you
see out
don't.
of.
No, they see out of both.
No, but the one good eye, like they see you looking at the bad eye,
No.
right?
No.
But if the other eye's to the side, how can they?
Maybe he just wants them to know he's not like uncomfortable with their cockeye.
Yo, you know what you
stare at
shouldn't
it.
do? This is what you shouldn't do. I learned this the hard way.
Rub it real hard.
No. But that also.
So it's like
but
when
this,
Isaiah kissed Magic on the mouth.
this is what you
like,
shouldn't
Yeah.
do.
I'm
Okay?
not scared of you. Mwah.
When they're talking to you and you're looking at them, don't look off at what you think they're looking at. Go, because there was this friend of the family, right? Shout out to Dick. He was this friend of the family. He was
Hey,
like
his name was Dick
severely
and he cockeyed?
severely cockeyed.
That's
bro.
funny.
Severely cockeyed, and I would
cockeyed.
catch myself like we'd be talking, and I catch myself. I'd be like. Like what's good, right? Ever, and he'd be like, nah, just look at that one, and everything will be okay. This one's just a little cockeyed.
You're
I'm not a dick. I
Yes,
thought
you
we were
are.
both looking at something. I thought there was a deer.
Trouble over my shoulder.
I thought like
I thought somebody was coming for me.
real talk. It could have been anything. Do you think they had an advantage back in the day when we were in the forest? Like now we make fun of them, but back in the day they were like, "Yo, put him in the front," because he's gonna see all the jaguars. Right? Like, wouldn't you have done that?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. When I looking at 12 o'clock, when I looking at 3.
Boom.
Bang.
Jaguar. Watch out. You're not sneaking up on nobody, Jaguar. Who you sneaking up on?
You get two
Ben saw
cockeyed
you.
people, you good money, bro.
You put two cockeyes in the front.
done. That's 360.
Two cockeyes in the back, that's 360.
Literally, how you dying, bro? That's how humans made it out the jungle. Maybe Moses was cockeyed. Maybe that explains why he was leading him around the desert for 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Like, maybe we should go this way. Which way? Point, because your eyes are everywhere.
This is funny. So now the Jews and Muslims hate us. Everybody hates us.
Moses was Jew. Oh, he was Jewish.
Yeah, he
I forgot
was.
about that shit. I never
At
even
least we
saw him
can,
that
at least
way.
we can unify them in something.
Yo, we'll bring them
When
together.
hating Andrew. What if he's like the key to like peace in the Middle East? Like they all just hate Andrew collectively.
We have them united, right? They're finally seeing the same thing, unlike cockeyed people.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. That should be a sport. We gather some cockeyes, we should be like, all right, look straight, go.
Yo, when there's a
What they hit like just
when there's a cockeyed NBA player on the dunk contest and he dunked 2 balls at once, this shit gonna be litty.
Or when he whiffs both. My bad, guys. I was looking at the left. Let me run it back.
Oh fuck.
his gather's gonna be mad crooked. He's gonna run to the hoop this way.
Oh my god.
Okay,
So
what other
that's-
sports?
That missed by that's oh shit! I just fucking had a seizure.
You
Oh,
okay?
that missed by
You all right?
Alex,
Yo,
you
I
gotta
thought you
get
was about
some
to go
sleep,
just now.
bro.
I'm like, yo, you about to fall out?
no,
Andrew
but the
killing you,
dunk,
dog.
the missed dunk by Steph. That shit was.
Yo,
that's a good way
James
to
Harden
start.
had a good playoff game.
He had a good
He
game.
did.
I
He
gotta
called
give it up, man. I gotta
called
give
it.
it up. This is. I watched that game. Y'all were. I think you were on stage at the beginning of the game, so I watched the beginning. And he starts off like 3 for 10, shooting fucking threes, trying to draw fouls like a pussy. And then all of a sudden he just starts driving, and you forget what a fucking ox this guy is.
Yeah, he's a big
If he
motherfucker.
drives to the hoop, he's so hard to stop. But he's been doing this pussy ass fall away 3-pointer trying to draw fouls for 2 years.
Right.
When he drives to the hoop and then gets his shot going, whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's weird though. Weird stat I found out. Like especially after you said that, they said he has the third most 40-point games among like active players or some shit.
In the
like that.
playoffs?
In the playoffs, yeah. I was like, where were these games
yeah.
at? I don't remember.
They're
I can't
meaningless.
tell you a single
So-
one.
Here's a perfect example of somebody who needs a marketing leg because the narrative on him is dog shit and he has no way of changing it. Like if he had a version of the shop, if he had a version, or if he was more active in an interesting way on Instagram and the way LeBron was, when SportsCenter or Flagrant 2 or any of these other outlets start shitting on him, he could correct the course.
Yeah.
But he just does not have that.
He's just not interesting.
Well, he's not interesting, but he also doesn't have like a marketing leg that can make him interesting, right? If I'm his manager, I'm like, yo, we need to write the course of the shit because it's too bad. Because I was looking up a stat. Akaash and I were talking about this in a green room, and before Game 4, it was just
Game
games
3.
Sorry, before Game 3, so games 1 and 2. James Harden had 64 points on 47 field goal attempts and 10 rebounds. And Kevin Durant had 64 points on 47 field goal attempts and 10 rebounds. Now, up until that point, we were all, myself included, riding KD's day. He's the best player in the game, and we were shitting all over Harden like he just can't cut in the playoffs. And I'm like, how the fuck? We got one thing wrong here.
Yeah.
And we ended up agreeing that we were probably letting KD coast on his last series when he wasn't maybe playing as good in the Rockets series. And then we were probably being a little harsh on Harden. But it is
That first game was easy to be hard on him about though.
But it's easy because we're already primed, right?
Yeah.
We already went into this like, this is playoff Harden. He always fucks up in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, there was a time with LeBron where it was like, LeBron cowers in the playoffs, and then he hit a couple game winners. He had some big series. He had some Game 7 wins, and we're like, oh no, LeBron brings it.
It only takes a couple of games. It only takes a couple of games to switch
does.
the narrative.
And you can already
Yeah.
see it switching with James, right? Clutch. Like, I see that
Yeah.
big three is like, Mr. Clutch. I was
Yeah.
like,
I
oh,
think he
you
had
got
6
that?
points in overtime. That's good.
Even
Solid.
Steph.
And I've said the whole time, I'll give it up to him when I see it in the playoffs. I saw it in this game 3. We'll see if it continues. But this was the first time I've watched Harden in a big playoff game because I think
They needed
not,
that game. Yeah,
not
yeah.
all playoff games are big. I mean, they are, but like if you're in the first round against a Jazz that you know you're going to beat, it's not that big.
Warriors Clippers is not big.
Yeah,
This is big.
this is big, and he had a good game and a big game.
Yeah.
About it only taking 2 or 3 games to switch. Like the same shit with Steph. Like you have 2 or 3 bad playoff games, and now it's like you are trash.
We quietly said this though. That we quietly pointed out that Steph has no Finals MVPs.
He
Yeah,
could have
that
had
was it. It
last
was-
year. It was debatable. If he got it last year, nobody's mad.
KD got it because
Right?
he had
Fair
the
enough.
one. He dotted LeBron in the eye for
Right,
the game winner.
of course.
That was it. But with Steph,
There's
it
been a
was
knock
always
on
the
him.
Finals MVP. He was never stinking up in the playoffs.
But the finals, he was never the
He-
same Steph.
he would always have great playoff runs, and then when he gets to the finals, it'll just be like he'd be all right.
Yeah.
just all right.
18 points a game.
Yeah.
Something like that. Not like bad statistics, but he's not going Jordan.
It's also wild if you win a Finals and your sixth man gets playoff MVP, Finals MVP. Iggy got it off the
Because
bench.
you played all right defense on LeBron. Like that's
Yeah.
why he got the Finals
yeah,
MVP.
yeah, no, it's true.
It's insane.
And Iggy played his ass off in this last game.
Yeah.
Iggy's good.
Iggy
man.
was hooping. He was
He's
hitting those
important to that
threes.
team.
He was very
Oh,
important.
it's crazy how like in shape he still is. Like
Bro.
he looks like a fucking he looks like a basketball player.
Bro.
Like just cut up, still super athletic after all these years, still locking up, can hit a little 3 before
Stop
now.
going to them cookouts, bro. It's too many
Stop going-
carbs. You know what I mean?
Carlos
Come
did
to
it.
a nice picnic, bro. Get them cucumber sandwiches. Everything's good to go.
We was talking about James Harden not having a personality, but like Kawhi has no personality, but that's his personality. His
Yeah.
personality is he has no personality. He's a fucking machine.
Whether he wanted this marketing whether he wanted the marketing to go this way or not, the marketing has gone that way. There's already a narrative. There's momentum in
perfect.
that direction. I think you even pointed out, you were like, is New Balance not the perfect sneaker
Yeah.
Of course.
for Kawhi?
That's so it's the most on brand fucking sneaker pairing I've seen in forever.
100%.
Since like I don't know since.
But there's a guy who's
Whatever.
lucky, and we want to root for him because he has one, and we know how good he is. I think a guy like James Harden needs a massive PR push, and I think you can turn the perception of horrible into the playoffs into clutch with the right people around.
Yeah.
I also think he needs big series wins.
Yes,
Kevin
100%.
Durant would have.
He needs another game like that, right?
He needs to win this series. He needs to win a series like this.
I mean, if he wins this series and he has big games, they can lose in the next round, but I think we'll go, oh no, Harden brought it.
I mean, it's like
There's always naysayers, I think, until you win the ring, but yeah, a lot of it would die. I would be like,
You take
yo,
out the
fuck.
Warriors,
even
and it's
care
Harden
about
that takes
the-
them
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Like you
shift
take
a
the
little
Warriors
bit.
out,
You
for
shift
sure.
a little bit.
You take
Yeah.
out the defending champions, like that narrative changes immediately.
Yeah.
Like he could like not win the finals, and it's like, well, they took out the Warriors, like, and I'm cool.
Yep.
A lot of people would be cool with that, but I don't know. I still don't think it.
Question: is Chris Paul the least likable player in the NBA?
The least likable superstar, or like the least likable.
Let's go superstar.
Yeah.
I loathe this guy. I used to like him. Watching him play, just the constant yapping, the constant complaining, the little petty foul shit. Like, it's just awful.
He just plays like he's in the rec center.
He plays like
an
he's the
rec
old
center.
man
Yeah.
at the rec center
But,
playing with the kids,
you know,
trying to like bully
So-
to be
And
effective.
it was a nice it was cool when he was younger because it was like, oh wow, look how
He really wants
savvy
it.
he is.
Yeah.
But now, here's the thing. When you're at the rec center and you're playing the old guy, why does he have to do that? Because he's not as athletic as
Yeah.
you. Chris Paul not as athletic as anybody. in
Without
this
a doubt.
league. That's why you got to do that. He
Without
is
a
the
doubt.
old man at the rec center.
Yeah. I'm not denying it.
Steph taller, quicker.
But like the little shit that he does that's outside of the game of basketball, like there was a moment where like he was boxing out KD, but it was like a pretty not even boxing out. I think he was like trying to fight a pick and roll or something. It was an obvious foul.
He gets his little shots.
It was an obvious foul, right? And then they called it, and then he's like looking at the teleprompter. He's like, well, look at the, and then Katie's like, come on, what are you even doing? Like he didn't even engage with him. He's like, what are you doing? There's another moment where they called a foul on whoever was guarding Harden, and he starts putting his arms in the air and going, "Yay!" we
Yeah, I
finally
saw
got
that.
a
That was
count."
so fucking corny.
Shut the fuck up,
That
yo.
was so fucking corny.
Cornball.
dog. I'm like, my dude, put up some numbers.
That's
put up
it.
some numbers, dog. Like quietly, you've been stinking it up. If it wasn't for Eric
He's had
Gordon,
Eric Gordon.
if it wasn't for Eric Gordon, y'all be down
beasted this
3-0.
series.
They'd
Beasted.
be down 3-0.
I don't think they
And
win this
last
series.
year too, he beat
Last year beasted.
Son,
Yeah.
here's another perfect guy. If he had a marketing squad around it, like think about how we spoke about Lou Williams in a losing series,
Yeah.
right? Lou Williams, the greatest six man in history. Who gets buckets like this? Da da da. Eric Gordon going out there every single day.
It's always been health with him.
with his fucking teenager body. He looks like
looking
a
like a Ninja
fat
Turtle.
teenager, right? He goes out there every day.
Built like
he
Squirtle.
gives them buckets. He's wet from three.
Yeah.
He gets to the basket really well and finishes
Yeah.
at the rim.
Yeah.
And you hear nothing.
As long as
He
Eric
keeps them in
Gordon's been
games
healthy.
while Harden bums it
The
up.
best thing Chris Paul is doing is playing so you can rest Eric Gordon a little bit. That's Chris Paul's biggest contribution in the series is giving Eric Gordon a breather.
Yeah, give Eric a breath. Imagine that we told him that he would go crazy. But you are the Eric Gordon insurance policy. You are State Farm for
And
Eric.
I like Chris Paul because he little and I relate to small dudes on a court.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eric Gordon is beast in the series and Chris Paul is nowhere to be found.
Facts. Fuck, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
LeBron is ahead of the game. You will see other athletes start to do this. You'll see them start to hire these agencies, man.
That's what KD's doing.
Ah,
That's
yes,
what
yes,
KD's
yes,
doing
yes,
with
yes,
the
yes.
boardroom show
And
and
he
the
needs it
35
too.
Ventures and all that shit. That's
He
why
needs it
everybody-
too.
That's why he's probably going to New York.
Yeah.
Just to rewrite his narrative a little more. Like
Yeah, he
And
wants
he
to,
knows that we're so abused that we'll it's like Stockholm syndrome. We'll
Listen,
hop right on.
that's
whoever
apparently
gives
what
us
I'm
the
hearing. He knows if he gets you guys to the
He
conference
knows.
finals.
That's it.
I think this past year, he figured out not all rings weigh the same. Like
LeBron learned that in
LeBron's
Cleveland.
one ring in Cleveland weighs way more. If KD gets his third one, weighs more than all three of those. That
So
one in
true.
Cleveland, and if KD gets one in New York, fuck it, you're done. You are on the Mount Rushmore of NBA players if you bring a title to New York.
So true.
Immediately.
I mean, I don't agree with that, but yeah, it would do a lot for him.
immediately.
Mount
I think he
Rushmore is a
is.
little wild, but yeah, I would see why a New Yorker would say that.
Look at all, not even just being in New York. I mean, like you look at KD's numbers, like without any bias, like he's one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
He hasn't even been the greatest player in the game besides the last 3 weeks. We just gave him this title of best in the league.
He's been a
It's
top
been
five
arguable.
player his
Top
whole
five.
career.
It's been
Top
arguable.
five
And
player.
he's been a top five player in a time period where the top five players are arguably within the top 10 or top 15 of players all time.
Ever.
right? So like,
It's like
he,
the guys
he does
he was
have
going
some
up
good
against-
guys around him.
It's
right?
like KD's great, but then like he came in Kobe's peak, and
I'm
then
just
it was
saying
like
Mount
LeBron's
Rushmore-
peak.
I understand
And
what
then
you're
it's-
saying.
Yeah,
I think it's reasonable. Mount Rushmore is a tricky one because there's top 5, but like he is.
Isn't it
There's
4?
top 4, sure, top 4.
Yeah.
But like there's immense talent going right now, and he is at the top. You know, he's the top maybe 3. You have to say top 3.
Oh yeah.
And the other 2 guys, one of them is definitely on Rushmore.
Yeah.
You know, so it's elite talent.
Right.
He's going to go down as one of the best.
Yeah.
And I think that's his mission if he comes.
And
if
we
he
will
believes that.
fucking suck his dick in New York in a way that they've never experienced. Like,
Yep.
And I know you thought
Drooling.
you thought guys could suck dick in San
Drooling.
Francisco. Let me tell you about New York Knicks fans. The way that we are going to suck, it's going to be a game changer.
I root for the Warriors like he's already on the Knicks. Like I root for KD like he's already on. Like, let's go, KD. Get these buckets, boy. Like I don't know why.
Here's the
like,
thing, though. In New York, he's top of the food chain. One thing I've learned about Katie, he don't really like being on top.
he's never been on.
So just think about, he might be comfortable in Golden State.
Speaking on that, let's pay some bills. Did you know that BlueChew brings you the
BlueChew.
first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know they work. Many of you know they work. Shout out to the people in Dallas. Came up to me after the show with their lady, gave me the wink and saying I'm about to chew it out. And the girl just giggles because she knows what time it is as well. You can take them anytime, day or night. And since they're chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a regular pill that you swallow. Why don't we just chew all pills?
That's a good question.
Man, I be figuring everything out this science, bro. I figured out eye patches.
Word.
I figured out chewables. What else I figure out?
Ramadan.
Ramadan. Man, I'm killing it.
Picnics.
This isn't, by the way, this isn't just for guys who can't perform. We all know this, okay? This is a guy who wants to be incredibly functional and efficient. What'd you guys...
Optimum performance.
Listen, we optimize our masculinity over here, all right? Most guys talk a good game, and you're one and done. That's me. That's me. I'm not afraid to say it. BlueChew is going to help that follow-up game. That round 2, the Punisher right there, when you lay that shit the fuck down, you're not worried about coming because you already got to come out your balls. It's just all for her so she could tell your friends. Make sure your rep is good. By the way, no in-person doctor visit is needed, all right? You just do that shit all online. They're going to send it right to your crib. You visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment for the free. For the free. When you use our special promo code Flagrant. It's always Flagrant. All right? All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. Worth it. That's BLUE, chew.com, promo code Flagrant. Try it for free right now. All right? Let's get back to the show.
We didn't really talk.
Wait, real quick. You pull it up. We pulled up the Rockets lineup.
Look at him on
Look at
jumper.
Who is that?
Son, how does that happen?
Oh man.
Yo, Google is
That's
wilding,
so
bro.
funny, dog.
What is that singer's name? Big ass.
Oh, Macy Gray?
Macy Gray,
Is that
bro.
Macy
Does she
Gray?
look like Macy Gray?
I thought that was the girl that got her head chopped off on
Masande?
yeah.
Yo.
Son, that is
That ain't no
wild.
Masande, dog.
son.
Don't disrespect Masande like
Yeah,
that.
no, that's
I'd
that's
be
why I
so
wanna
tight.
mess
Imagine
bad.
if you were him right
Fuck
now.
those. Who is this?
Stop playing with me.
That's so fucking funny, man.
I say.
All right.
All right. We didn't really talk Blazers Nuggets, really. 4 overtimes is crazy. Any thoughts on it?
Son, they were trying to kill Jokic, man.
Man, Jokic was out there huffing.
I'm-
huffing, bro.
I'm
a fan,
impressed by game 4, though.
Yeah.
To come back and win,
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I mean,
This series going 7, right?
I hope it goes 7. It's been a real entertaining
You guys
series.
think it's going 7?
It's such a yin and yang series. Like the Blazers are very high powered. They got very backcourt heavy.
Right.
Fucking Jokic slow the game down. Like I feel like the more it went to more overtimes, the slower the game got to. I think that benefits the Nuggets more. I think Jokic, like if they get to slow the game
Yeah,
down.
but he was done in overtime. The guys who carried them in overtime, and this is why I couldn't understand, why'd you put Rodney Hood in so late? Because Will Barton was carrying the Nuggets in OT.
Yeah.
He should not be carrying the Nuggets, but he
Yeah.
had fresh legs. Rodney Hood didn't play since he played like 20 minutes, and he was playing well this series. Why'd you wait till the fourth fucking overtime to put it in? As soon as he put him in, I'm no basketball expert, but I was like, yo, I think they can win now. I think he'll get buckets. And then he got buckets because he's just fresh.
Yeah, his legs are fresh. That's right. He hit the three. You're not hitting threes.
Yeah.
4
Hit a couple
overtimes
big
in.
shots
Your
in
legs
game
are
four,
That's
done.
what killed the Rockets in Game 7.
Yeah.
Dead legs.
Yeah, no,
Hit
that's a
couple
great
big
point.
shots too, yeah.
It is an interesting strategy that you probably don't work on that much in practice, which is your 4th overtime squad. Right? Like, you never come across that situation, but...
Yeah.
You don't think
But-
you're going into that many
Yo,
overtimes.
that's
yeah.
a really good coaching move. If the coach made that play in the moment,
Yeah. Oh, he said his hand was forced. I don't remember what happened, but,
But
like,
still,
he
like,
wanted to
that's-
take credit. But he's like, I can't. Something happened that I had to put in.
all right, I respect that.
I
Keeping
started
it
coming
honest.
around on Jokic.
Yo,
man.
can I make a bold statement about Jokic, which is not
Oh,
that bold
boy.
anymore?
What's up?
That's the best big man in the league.
It's not that
Bruh,
bold.
when
Not that bold.
he gonna
man.
lose a little weight this
Giannis,
offseason,
I'm
too.
not calling a 5.
Yeah,
I'm keeping
yeah,
Giannis
yeah.
as
I'm
a
about
4.
to say, like,
I'm
sure,
keeping
man.
Giannis as a 4.
Yeah.
But I think he's the best big man in
He's
the
a
league.
point center
It's unreal.
who
better than Embiid.
yes,
Way.
I like him better. I think he's better than Embiid.
Better
I think
passer.
Embiid has more talent.
Yes.
I think Jokic
More
Jokic
skill.
is way
She's way more skilled.
Definitely
Better
more skilled.
handle, better passing. It's the passing that blows me away.
Yeah.
It's the fucking
is
passing.
It's like he
He's
plays
the
on
best
rookie.
passer on his team.
It's like he plays on rookie. Like he doesn't do nothing. He doesn't do
It's like
anything
Arvydas
forced.
Sabonis
Yeah.
in
Sabonis.
Russia. What we
He's-
heard Arvydas Sabonis was before he got here.
That's what everybody says.
And
Everybody's like, if you've never seen him before, it's like when people was hyping Sabonis before he came to the Blazers and came to the NBA. This is exactly what he looked like.
Yeah.
Just dominating from the post, crazy passes, scoring easily, just like
Dude, and it's natural. He is
So
natural.
natural.
But there is something interesting. When you have a big man that has good hands and then he can not only dribble but pass,
yeah.
think about this again. He's perched up there at the highest point. He has the best
can see everything.
physical vision,
Yeah.
right? He knows if you're 5'11" or 6 feet tall, of course you're going to get a pass picked off as you throw it across because you don't even see the defender waiting,
Yeah.
right? This guy's seeing everything, and he's delivering off the dribble, one-handed dimes. One of the things that I looked at Lonzo in college that I was so impressed of, I was like, ooh, that's off the dribble. He's doing like hook passes.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's good.
Like
this guy could
cross-court shit.
cross-court hook.
Yeah.
This is what he's doing.
There
I
was
think
one
he's the
pass
best big
that
man
he
in the
made
league.
that was so insane.
Between the legs dime? When
Not
he-
even a between the legs one, when it was like the shot clock was running down, and I thought it was a shot clock violation. And then he had a wide open shot, and at the very last second, he threw it to I think Murray or Barton,
Yeah.
and got a wide open layup and one.
Yeah,
And it was
that
a
sealed
no-
the game.
Like the game
And it was a
breaker
no-look
right there.
pass
And I
on
was
that
like,
one, too.
who the fuck even
A no-look
has the
pass.
balls to
Like-
throw that with like less than 2 seconds on the shot clock?
Yo,
Insane.
Denver, this is my first extended look at them. Kind of like Portland. You just don't think about them on the West.
Yeah.
They are fucking deep.
Yeah.
And they're going to get better. I think Malik Beasley's going to be nasty. I think Jamal Murray's only getting better.
They got Michael Porter Jr.
They got Michael Porter Jr. If he's
Coming out
healthy,
of yeah, if he's healthy,
and you got a what do you call it, a glut of good wings.
yeah.
Yep.
Trade him, try to get another piece, and you got a squad.
I think they're
What's the
set
deal
up
with Isaiah
really well.
Thomas?
LeBron is an idiot for
done?
not going there.
Sorry?
What's the deal with Isaiah Thomas? Is he done? Like healthy?
They're just not playing him.
He's not playing
Yeah, I
him.
think
They're not
Okay.
playing him. And that was the thing in 4 OTs. They're like, you're not going to let Isaiah get a little
That's
bit
what I
more?
thought. I was like, yo, give him the.
Yeah, he
give him the
coulda got
rock,
that, yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
something, but,
But it is interesting. I think Denver is poised to, make serious moves in the West. And
Do you think that's-
for the future?
Yeah.
Not just now. Like, let's say Michael Porter, he's coming back from a tough back injury, but let's say it does work out. And that was their gamble. They were like,
Yeah.
we already think we're a good team. This guy could not be okay, and then we miss out on a pick. But if he is,
Yeah.
we go from good to elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's anything like people have said he is,
Good to elite.
they're an elite team. Absolutely.
I mean, you already have a potentially pass first 5 who has range.
You got a
and now
great
you're going
guard,
to add
Jamal
a
Murray.
6. What is he?
6'8".
Ooh,
Yeah,
Porter?
Porter,
I think
yeah,
Porter's
yeah.
taller than that.
Maybe.
I heard 6'8".
thought-
I thought I heard 6'8".
Well, okay, now you have a legit, like
that up, Andy?
a modern 3.
Mm-hmm.
You have the modern 3 with range and athleticism.
Right.
Whew.
Even in the small doses we saw of him in college when he was coming off an injury, he was a bucket.
Yeah.
Every single time he got the ball, he was a bucket. And then like you could see him wince a little bit, and like that's
And they're
that gave me a
getting
little bit of
better is
pause,
what's
but-
crazy. Like, these guys are young.
6'10", right?
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was up
My
there
bad.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Jamal Murray, like I said, getting better.
Yo, he's
Jokic,
nice.
I think, going to lose weight. I think this 4
After
overtime
that
game
4 overtime game.
showed him I got to lose some weight.
And like when you look at a guy like that, it's 2 things. It's all diet and drinking.
Yeah.
That NBA body, because there's no you're getting way more cardio than any human needs.
Yeah.
If you're still heavy in the league,
you have either a drinking problem or you're just not watching what you eat at all.
My theory about Paul Pierce is that he drank a lot because he was always kind of soft.
Yeah, it was
For an
lushing
NBA
it up.
player.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you see that type of doughiness, it's just a guy who's a lush.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And some people can function as a lush, or some people just have. And I don't blame a dude that literally is working out the hardest any human does for 40 minutes in a basketball. Like, you're exhausted. After that, you want a bowl of pasta.
Yeah.
You know what? You can't eat pasta. It's like if he goes on that Kevin Love shit, where he went from dumpy because he was a little bit of a drinker and he ate some whatever to regimented diet, you could see some scary shit with Jokic. He's already nimble and he's fat.
Yeah.
Yo, I feel like Love lost a little bit of his strength in the post. Like when I saw Klay Thompson guarding him, I was like, you got too skinny.
Yeah.
You got too cute.
But the cardio went up and he had his legs for threes at the end of the game. And I think that was
That's what made
the
him lock
trade-off.
up Steph Curry,
Right?
in that play, in the,
Real
in
talk.
the finals. Yeah.
But it is true. Like, his post game went away when he lost the weight.
Yeah.
He was
And
definitely a
That's something to
three.
consider
I
with
think Jokic should just lose a little weight.
Don't lose
10,
too much.
10, 15 pounds max. Get in the weight room, get stronger. But just get leaner and in better cardio shape.
That's a good point. Don't get too skinny.
Don't get too skinny because Jokic is nice in the post.
I just want him to just cut up. I don't even want him to lose weight. Just cut that up.
Yeah, turn it into some
Take
muscle.
that into some muscle and then
Yeah.
fuck out of here. You are the best big man in the league.
It is
without
interesting.
question.
It is
Keying in on
interesting.
Dame, who I love, but he hadn't. I mean, he's trying to find other people, whatever. But at the end of the game, I saw him miss a big free throw last night.
Yep.
That was big. That was
It was
rare.
a big miss.
Yep.
Dame time a little late right now.
Rough for Dame. Yeah, rough for Dame and Steph, man. Really rough
Yeah.
for the
Even
two
I mean,
elite
he
guards
still
in the
he
West.
still had like an ugly 30. Damian
Who did?
Lillard. Damian Lillard.
Oh, he did.
He still had an ugly. It was like 9 for like 20 something.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
not
yeah.
the most
It was a Harden line.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
low
That's a great
percentage, a
line.
lot of points.
Yeah.
Missed at big moments.
The CJ McCollum cooked. Seth Curry had like a huge
Yeah.
second quarter.
Curry at home, man. I would trust any role player like that at home. Just bury buckets.
Yeah,
man,
3 threes in a row.
And I think that's why they lost because they went away from him in the second half.
Yeah, 28
like,
points,
Seth
but-
Curry was hitting, and then he just didn't.
28
When do we start talking about Jamal Murray as an elite guard? in the
Dude,
league?
he's good. He's really good.
efficient. I think he's a 90 guy at the free throw line.
Dude, he had 6 free throws in a row to seal the game.
Yep.
They kept trying to get the foul game where you miss one. He just
Yeah.
wouldn't miss.
Yeah,
And he
damn,
came out
34
cocky afterwards.
shooting.
He's like, "Yeah, I love free throws. Like, that's where I'm."
I
at
remember
home."
watching him in the World Games in high school when like Canada won, and like he was like the top dude in Canada.
Is he the first Canadian basketball player that you want to have the ball at the end of the game? Name another.
Him and Steve Nash, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nash,
I give the
Nash
ball
is
to
a
him.
killer.
I give him the
Nash
ball
is
to
a
That's
killer.
about it.
Yeah.
But dude is he's got a heart, man. Like he plays with like a lot
Yeah,
of.
he's
fucking
not
balls.
soft.
Yeah,
the
that's
knock
why I
on the
like-
Canadian players is they're soft, and he does not play like a Canadian.
I'll go
guy
this
at all.
far. He's having the best round of maybe any point guard this round. He's having the best semifinals of any point guard.
Yeah.
Kyrie not doing great. He had a good game one. Now not so much.
What do you think about what Kyrie said after the loss?
in game 2?
Yeah.
This is what I live for. I
No,
thought he-
no. The
He said I'm actually a genius.
This is what I. this is what
yeah,
I
I'm
wanted.
actually a genius. What was
Oh,
the
yeah.
quote?
Kyrie's a
I know
strange
more about
motherfucker,
basketball than
bro.
all these analysts who whatever. I played a lot.
I'm
more.
actually a genius.
I am a genius when it comes
Yup.
to this.
Yeah, he's just you know what? Like, there's some truth to that because I always feel like the whole if you can't teach shit is bullshit. Like, no, if you can do, you do. And
Sure.
with him, I just think he's a strange motherfucker, but he does have a point. He does have a point. Like, you're not gonna tell like Charles Barkley, like you played a different game than Kyrie played. Like all those, and also NBA and TNT, everybody on ESPN, like you could say whatever you want. Like Chauncey Billups, you're a point guard also, but like it was a slow game when you were a point guard. Like it's not the same game that Kyrie's played. So I mean, I could get that. I can see something like that.
What is your take on that?
I mean, I guess it's like that's what I would probably say to anybody who's criticizing my comedy, but that doesn't mean they don't ever have a point.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Is there something to be said that like a Charles Barkley would be able to play in this game today if he grew up in that? I don't think that his game is idiosyncratic to the style of play at the time.
I think he actually could have been good in today's game.
He
Well,
was
yeah, he's
a
a small- he's the
uber
small ball.
athletic.
Yeah.
Positionless.
Dude, he's like, I mean, this is almost disrespectful to Charles, but like, look how effective PJ Tucker is, right? Like, look how effective this small go.
Do you want better? Everybody says Zion looks like Chuck in college.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
There.
I hear that I hear that a lot.
Yeah,
I think Chuck
that was the initial comparison coming out of high school. That he was
Yeah,
Charles
so
Barkley.
I think it's one of these things where, or you know what is it? Blake Griffin.
Griffin.
That kind of thing. I think you end up playing the style of play of your time.
Yeah.
But a lot of these athletes would have easily transcended their time.
But
the guys who
also-
aren't athletes, the guys who didn't have much athleticism but were able to get by because of like the limitations of the game, I don't know if they transcend. But the guys who are raw athletic, come on, you'll figure it out.
But I feel like, you got guys like Mark Price, like who was good for his time. But like if Mark Price played in like this year's NBA, he's an easy 20 point, 22, 20,
See,
25 point guy.
I don't know Mark Price enough to say, but like Steve Kerr, I don't think plays in the NBA if it's now.
I think he has the end of the bench role.
Yeah, I think he plays.
Philly got that white boy shooter at the end of the bench.
TJ McConnell.
TJ McConnell.
Yeah,
No,
I think
but
he plays.
But McConnell's not even a shooter; he's just a point guard.
I think Kerr could actually be more valuable in that sense. Just
But
post
Kerr
up
never
and
had
open
handle;
threes.
it was just knockdown.
Yeah.
he was
Mark
like
Price had handle. Mark Price was
Mark Price was nasty.
stupid wet.
He was actually
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah,
Steve
yeah.
Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't remember him playing. I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying, like, those types of guys, I don't think you see them in the NBA today. I think that time where, like a Jeff Hornacek, like, do you really see him being an effective player
Naming a lot
in
of
the
white
league?
guys.
Say what?
Naming a lot of white guys.
Because they're not as
course.
athletic.
Yeah, like, there were these
Yo, but
guys.
what about it like a Redick?
So here's the thing about JJ Redick, which is interesting, right? JJ Redick transformed his body to get the most out of it so that he could be effective in the league. He had a really pragmatic approach to his NBA game. It was pretty cool. So what he did was he knew he wasn't going to handle the ball, and he knew all he was going to do was shoot and run. So he has this insane cardio regimen, right? So he goes, the way I'll be effective is if I'll get open, I'm not going to break any of these guys down on the dribble. The athleticism is too good in the league, and these guys can lock me up one-on-one without a doubt. But I can run away from him, and I can use picks, and I can get away. And he is catered and leaned into whatever body type allows him to do that. His cardio's through the fucking roof, and he's just knocked down. Have you seen him put the ball on the ground? It's almost embarrassing. I think I have better handle than JJ Redick. I mean that seriously. His finishing at the rim is dog shit too. He doesn't really finish well at the rim.
he
but
doesn't
he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And it was a very interesting approach to the game. He knew exactly what sliver he could be effective, and he just went for that.
I exploited it. I think
I don't knock a guy for that.
No.
I just think the 2019 version of the NBA is just so many possessions in the game. Like the fact that we've had 2 playoff games that didn't crack 100 points is like wild. Where back in the 90s, 80s, like
It was
except
wild
for
to
ABA.
crack 100.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Like,
was the Suns' offense. Or the Suns,
Yeah.
Mavs.
Yeah.
What are they called? Kings. The run and gun.
Yeah,
You get
run
like
and gun,
103,
yeah.
What was
104.
what was it called? 17 seconds or less or some shit
7
like
seconds.
that?
7 seconds or less. And you were getting
yeah.
like 104, 110.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you weren't getting 120, 130.
Like I remember watching those like D'Antoni Suns. I'm like, wow, these guys are just shooting. And it was like they had like average 110 points a game. Now we got playoff games that end in regulation like 140 to 120.
Mike D'Antoni is the worst transformative coach in history of sports.
Wait, why do you say that?
Because he really did change the game.
Yeah.
But he also has never made it to the finals. And every time you can point to your lack of rotation, and you never fucking learn.
Right.
And your lack of
he's Don
emphasis on
Nelson.
defense. Huh?
He's Don Nelson.
Yeah, Don Nelson, I think, kind of led the way for D'Antoni.
Yeah.
But D'Antoni's the guy everybody points to as revolutionizing. Because
And they
Nelson been doing it, and it didn't really tip.
Because
D'Antoni's
They
Suns tipped
consider
it.
they wrote a
D'Antoni
book.
an elite genius. No, it's not the book. Like, coaches, GMs, like presidents and that stuff. That he holds these summits in the summer where like he'll go speak in front of we're not talking about kids. We're talking about elite coaches, GMs, and all these people. And they all go, they pay homage, they kiss the ring because they truly believe he is an offensive genius in terms of scheme. Maybe one of his deficiencies is he doesn't have a deep enough bench or he doesn't believe enough in the bench, whatever. But strategically, how he's changed the game, they really look up to him. And that's why he'll keep getting jobs because the powers that be in the league are like, no, he's nice.
Yeah,
He's like nice.
He's like Marty Schottenheimer.
Maybe he's a genius, and it
Where it's
doesn't
like-
translate to wins, like Kyrie.
Maybe that's it.
I mean, hey,
I would listen to Kyrie if he was given like,
Sure.
that's a great, hey,
Unless it was, how do you make your team better?
yeah.
That's the one I wouldn't listen to.
Right, and I know you're joking, but like, you're right though. Like, if Kyrie wanted to tell me how to finish effectively at the rim,
Bruh.
I'm
You're a
there
genius.
listening.
Yeah, it's a genius level talent to
Yeah.
like know how to.
He's a genius scorer.
Yeah,
Genius.
so not
Genius.
just like the way he angles himself
Genius.
like off the fucking backboard and the rims and all that shit.
The way
and
he
up and
uses
under is-
he does judo shit. Like, you know how they say judo is all about like using the weight of your opponent?
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm going to use your weight to help me throw you, etc. If you watch the way he gets guys on his hip, like, and then uses their weight leaning on
Yeah.
him to position them behind.
Yeah, and if you ever watch Kyrie, it's because it's never blinding speed. It's change of pace speed.
Yes, he is
So like he'll get somebody
acceleration.
on acceleration.
Yes.
So he'll get you on your back and he'll stop a little bit just so he gets a little contact. And once he gets the contact and he finishes
Yeah,
it, easy and one, easy finish or something like that. He's a master at that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool to see.
I still think we haven't talked about Kawhi. He
Besides
looks
him being
he
fun,
looks like
fun
fucking
boring.
Jordan.
Bro, he's the
He
truth.
looks like fucking Jordan out there. Like,
He's the truth, man.
My God,
Are they
I
gonna
called
win
him
this
good
series?
shot selection. I called him good shot selection Kobe on Twitter,
That's funny.
and I was like, so they were like, oh, so you're saying he's Jordan? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Like, I guess he's Jordan. Like, super efficient. I think he's shooting like 70%,
It's crazy.
67%, some wildly high number.
Guys,
Averaging like 35 a game. I said I didn't like Philly's immaturity. I didn't think they were going to get past Toronto, and I think Kawhi is good enough to
Let
get
me
a
ask
pass.
you guys this: when you see Kawhi next to Jimmy Butler, I always consider Jimmy Butler a man.
Right.
But when you see them next to each other,
Yeah.
one is a child,
Yeah.
one is a pubescent teenager,
Yeah.
and the other is a grown-ass fucking man, dude.
Yeah.
How does Jimmy look so tiny
I don't.
next to Kawhi?
That's
Kawhi's a monster.
But
bro.
aren't they similar height? What is Jimmy?
We
6?
all thought they're both like 6'7". I
Son,
think.
Jimmy looks a foot shorter
Yeah.
than Kawhi.
Kawhi long.
Kawhi's got a
Long, the
big
mitts,
fucking head,
and the shoulders.
big fucking hands. He's wide as
He's a transformer.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like
He looks like a fucking transformer out there, dude.
everyone's always like, oh, he doesn't do anything fancy. It's because he doesn't fucking need to. He's just
Funny enough, Jimmy Butler is listed as 6'8", but then Kawhi is listed as 6'7".
There's no
That's
way.
crazy.
There's no way. There's no way. You see them guarding each other. I mean, like,
They measured Butler's hair.
it's gotta be the hair. It's gotta be the hair. But like he just plays the game so smoothly, so in control. Like he does everything
one of
he
the
wants to do.
commenters said after the win, Kawhi gave his little speech, and then he walked away. And one of the commenters goes, Kawhi is actually incredibly happy right now. His face just doesn't know yet.
That's a great line.
That was bars.
Oh man.
So yeah, Toronto getting out of the series.
I think so.
I've had them since the beginning. I'm
I
like,
think so.
They need Lowry though to step up. Kyle Lowry.
I don't even think they need to. They won with a shitty Pascal Siakam game. And I'm like, I don't think he's gonna have 2 shitty games in a row.
That's fair.
Pascal's
He's
nice.
hurt though,
He's
right?
nice, bro.
He
What
was
is his
hurt.
injury? What is his injury?
I don't remember.
true, I
Calf or
forgot.
something?
Ankle?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so we have Toronto probably coming out. We think Milwaukee's going to make it happen.
Best out of 3, 2 of those games are in Toronto. Yeah, I think Toronto takes it.
All right, what else we got outside of basketball? We did a lot of basketball.
Yeah, we did a lot of basketball. You guys, we should talk about this earlier. You heard about these Burger King unhappy meals?
No, you were telling me this, and I refused. I said, I want to hear live. I want to see live
Okay.
what is happening. here.
Ed, pull up the article, please. And if you can, let me know if I say something wrong after. But basically, Burger King's response to McDonald's Happy Meal
Right.
is, hey, people aren't happy all the time. You don't have to be happy all the time. There's no pressure for you to be happy all the time. So they created meals that aren't happy meals. They have 6 boxes. They have a sad meal, a salty meal, a DGAF meal.
What is that?
Don't give
Don't
a fuck.
give a fuck. Yeah.
A pissed meal, and a yas meal.
Wait, say that again.
Yas.
Why would anybody sell any meal called pissed?
I just don't. This is what happens when you cater to the cucks. This is it. Some idiot marketer was like, "Yay, mental health is a big deal. Let's get out in front of it. We'll look cool. We'll look progressive." Don't try to look progressive. You look like an idiot.
And if you see the commercial is even
Are you telling me
worse.
there's a meal called sad meal?
Yes.
So I have to go into a fast food
Oh,
restaurant.
no, they're called Blue Meals. Sorry. Blue Meals.
Okay, Blue Meal's better. But like I have to
I would rather do that than a
submit
Yas meal.
myself to go into a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Clearly I'm
Look at
already
the fucking frowny face.
depressed, right? If I'm walking into a fast food restaurant to get a pre-organized meal, and then I have to order a meal that acknowledges my depression,
Hey, stranger that works at the fast food restaurants.
I'm already being judged by someone who makes $6 an hour. Okay? Someone who works there is looking at me like, why the fuck are you here? And then I go, I'll have the blue meal. And they go, yes, you will. Dude, this is brutal. This is insulting. Salty Actually, kind of sounds cool. I want to know what's in the salty meal.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm about to say, like,
probably
what's
extra
in
fries.
it?
Just
Do you know if the meals correlate to that?
correlate?
I don't know.
And the quietly fucked up part about it is, especially with the cuck comment you said, they're not doing it because they care about mental health. No, they're just throwing a shot at McDonald's because they have Happy Meals and
Of
they're not happy
course.
all the time. So they don't really give a fuck about people who are blue or pissed or sad or whatever. They just want to take one
Salty.
more fucking shot at McDonald's because they still
Yeah, but,
slapping y'all
like,
around for all these.
yo,
Burger
come
King
in-
going out of business.
yeah,
Yo.
no, but I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like when these little companies take shots at each other online.
Yeah, this
Like,
just failed.
it
I
was-
don't mind the
Yeah, this
idea,
was corny.
but this just mad corny,
Who
dog.
was the other one
If
with?
I was McDonald's, I just lean into it and sell more
Because you
fucking
can't
Happy
take shots
Meals.
by being like taking what you like a fake high road.
Yeah, like
that's
high
not
road,
taking
yeah,
shots. Like there's no rat beef for the guys like I do more community service than you. You don't care about anybody. That's not bars, dog. Drop bars.
There was a Wendy's was like, oh,
That's
if
even
you
lazier.
If you like this comment or something like that, we'll bring the spicy nuggets back. And then I think Burger King already has spicy nuggets and like, oh, been there, done that. Like they were just like,
Oh, the
talking
Twitter beef when the companies do that. I like that.
I kind
too.
of like
That's
that
cool.
shit.
Yeah, but that's like funny. This
All right,
is
what's in the meals?
Do you get a BlueChew with the blue meal?
that would turn that frown upside
Turn
down.
turn a lot of things upside down, goddamn.
It doesn't look like there's anything specific in each meal.
No, that's even lazier.
This is just
So it's the same meal,
Wow.
but they just have a different box. So you just want people to know how you're feeling that day.
We know that you don't give a fuck. You're eating fast food.
I was about to say, like, I've never felt good about myself after eating fast food.
Or before.
Ever.
I never felt good going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody eats Burger King out of happiness.
I mean, they're just promoting mental health on a real meals campaign.
Oh my God, not everybody's crazy. I'm getting annoyed with this whole mental health kick. You're supposed to feel things.
Yeah.
There's this
They're just
idea like
feelings.
you're not allowed to feel anything. Like feeling is natural, okay? Just because you feel anxiety, it does not mean that you have an anxiety problem. Anxiety actually keeps you alive.
Of course.
It's a very important tool in your life. We all get anxious at times, and usually it's at times where we should be anxious. So don't, like, we're doing this thing, maybe it's important to understand mental health. We start, like, understanding our feelings a little bit, but, like, I think we're all starting to diagnose ourselves with these issues when we have that are completely normal and are completely okay. You're supposed to get a little depressed sometimes. You're supposed to be down. You're supposed to be up. This is the ebbs and flows of life.
You know why? Because it's easy.
What is that?
It's easy to just be like, oh, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy to just lean into, like, some sort of mental
Oh,
health issue.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
easier to do that than to just be like, just to confront a lot of things.
The
or be able
reality.
to- Or the reality, or to speak out, or just know, like, hey, like, shit ain't going to be sweet all
the
the
time.
No,
And we
like-
don't want it sweet all the time.
No, you
Yo,
don't. You
we were
need
just-
those fucking low moments, man.
I was
You need
talking
them.
to Lewis earlier today, but we were just talking about how, like, people in paradise do a lot of meth, right?
Yeah.
Like in these different places of paradise, right? And like in Hawaii, for example, there's
Talk about a lot of meth, bro.
there's a huge.
Bro,
well, no, my
you
buddy.
come to Australia, you'll get into it too.
So, like in Hawaii, there's a big meth problem,
Yeah.
right? And the reason I feel like there's a big meth problem is we are not built for paradise. We are built for problems. We are built for things going wrong around us that we use our anxiety to help us solve, right? Oh, shit, we got to find shelter. Oh, shit, we got to find food. Oh, shit, there's a warring tribe. Oh, shit. Our life should be oh, shits. And now you're just relaxing on a beach with a fucking Mai Tai and everything's good. You got food, you got shelter, you got water, and your brain starts to go, I need some distraction.
I'd hate it.
Imagine you felt bad in paradise.
I'd hate it.
You think something's wrong with
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Like,
And then-
I would hate to live in paradise all the time. Like, I could never. That's why I love being in New York. Like, all my friends are moving out to LA and like, oh, it's sunny and it. Like, all right, what happens when that gets old?
Boom.
What happens when that's
What happens when you get used to
when
that?
you get used to that shit? It's just like, nah, bro. Like, I'm a New Yorker. Like, I need this shit. You know, like.
That's true. Like when I came here, someone at the cafe was like, "Oh, why did you come here when it was raining?" It's like, because it doesn't rain in Australia. I want some fucking shitty weather.
Yeah,
I
like,
see
I get
puddles,
it.
it fucks up my shoes. I'm like, cool, that's great.
Well, it
See?
makes you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Makes
There's
you-
a part of
for
it. It's
sure.
like you need to, anytime you travel,
This place sucks. I love it.
there it is.
It's
Or it's like,
great.
I love where I'm from. Like, I think, people say go travel. Obviously, go travel and you'll find all these great things about other places, but it also gives you perspective on where you're from.
That's why
bro.
you should travel.
That's
the exact
it. Go,
reason.
I
Go
want to
to poor
force
countries.
people away. Literally every year, or not. I would say once in everybody's life, they should be forced to go back to where their people are from, wherever you're from. You got to go back to Costa Rica or Nicaragua, where the fuck you're from. You got to go back to India. You got to go back to Nigeria. I got to go back to Scotland. And I promise you, we will have an immense appreciation for America, and we'll stop bickering about like little shit because we know where we could have been.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's gonna be our first trip. I'm gonna go right back to Nigeria.
Yo, go.
Back,
and then
yeah.
you're going to come right back here like,
Of
all right.
course.
We
No,
did that.
that's the
So
one
a little
thing.
racism.
Say
Let's
what?
celebrate the picnic. We in America.
It's like a little racism.
Have a cucumber
God damn.
sandwich. I just don't want fucking Burger King patronizing me like that. Like, I'm not a fucking idiot, man.
Yeah.
No one is happy all the time, and that's okay. I need
Like, no
fucking
shit.
Burger King to tell me that.
Yeah.
You losers.
Yeah, and I have a fucking burger and shut the fuck up.
Stop pitying me. I hate motherfuckers pitying me. Anybody, no, you know what? It's okay to feel like, I know, bitch. I don't need you telling me.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is you?
Yeah.
That's all. I'm out. I got it out.
Oh gosh.
Hey guys, I got some dates that I want you guys
Plug,
to come
plug, plug.
to real quick.
I got some dates too.
Nashville, May 18th. We're gonna be there. Zany's Comedy Club. By the way, yo, it was crazy. The merch that we had.
Ill merch.
Yo, thank you, man. That shit's sold
Yo,
out.
I was about to say like it's sold
I
out.
gotta get you.
can't-
That shit's sold out.
I
But
need
this
the
what we're
fucking
gonna do.
anti-soldier hoodie. Need
So
that.
we got 3 different pieces. We got one I'm wearing right now, which is the Stay Sleep, not Stay Woke, Stay Sleep. So y'all can see what it looks like right here.
Damn.
And it's a nice little play, but whatever you'll see. And then, Al, you got him? Oh shit, that'd be dope.
You got some?
And then so we can show him.
Oh,
and then
bitch.
we got the. Good throw. And then we got the. This
This the shit. This the joint.
right. So we got the
That's getting copped.
anti-social justice warrior hoodie.
That shit is hot.
And it's in the same vein as the anti-social social club. So it's dope. That shit went real
Don't
quick.
sue
And
us.
then we got one more. We got the Hezi. We got the Hezi and Matador Tour long sleeve. Now here's the thing. We sold out in Dallas pretty quickly. My
gonna
bad
sell
to
out
all the
everywhere.
people that didn't get it. I hope. But what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna mix it up. You can only get the stuff at the live show,
That's the way to do it.
right? And I know there's a lot of people who are like, yo, you might not be coming to my city, this, that, the other. And hey, man, say lovey. That's just how the fuck it is sometimes, man. Supply and
Those are the
demand.
bricks.
You know what I mean?
Those are the
But
bricks.
I feel like you're going to come into a show, you're going to get it. But I think what we're going to do is little special drops as well. So it might be something different in your city. But it's only going to happen at the live show. So go there early, cop it up, man. I'm stoked about it. Shout out to Mark Gagnon, man. He was the one who put these together, man, and they're so fucking cool, man. I'm really excited. So and he's also opening on the show. He's doing some very funny stuff.
dude.
Very funny dude. Actually, nah, he's whack. We need to bully him a little bit more, huh? We can't be too nice to him. I told him that he's still a rookie on the crew, so he's
Nah,
not going to
bro,
get
be
any
nice to cute
compliments.
Mark.
You're not going to get any compliments. You're not going to get any reinforcement. None of that shit. You got to earn your keep out here. You know what I mean? It's first weekend. You're not going to get no compliments. Anyway, so shouts to Mark. But so yeah, we got Nashville May 18th. Then we got Columbus, Ohio, Funny Bone, 24th through the 25th of May. I love that
Chicken
club. Amazing
tenders.
club. Say what?
Chicken tenders.
Oh, the best chicken tenders.
Oh, it's the same.
Best chicken
Chicken
tenders
tenders again.
in the fucking world, man. I cannot wait. Yo, they better not change that recipe. I'll be so embarrassed. But I got to do a deal with a club. Like if you order chicken tenders, you get something or
Yeah.
make it cheaper so everybody goes orders. Anyway, then we got St. Louis, Missouri. We'll be at the Helium Comedy Club out there. Then we got Ann Arbor, Michigan. Then we got San Francisco. Saturday shows are both sold out. There's some tickets left for the Sunday show. Get them real quick because that's about to sell out. Then we got Indianapolis, Liberty Township, which is Cincinnati. Then we out there in Denver, one night only in Houston. Toronto, first show sold out. We added a second show. Get the tickets for that right now. That one's going to
First
go.
theater show sold out.
Man, we cooked.
That's
it,
gonna
bro.
be nuts.
We're blessed.
We all got to go to that shit.
That's going to be wild. Everybody coming up to that. Washington, D.C., Chicago, get the tickets quick to that because I think all the VIPs are sold out for that. And we got Boston. Get on that. And then New York City, man. New York City, step it the fuck up, yo. Toronto shouldn't beat you to the sellout. All right? This is my people, my home. Y'all got to be there. You got to bully
You got to bully Toronto on that shit.
Speaking
all right?
of New York City,
DeAndrewSchulz.com. Go get them tickets.
Duce Palooza, May 27th. DJ
Hey.
lineup is out. DJ Steph Cakes, Where's Nasty, DJ First Choice, Mick Boogie, Austin Mills, OG Chase B, all DJing at the Brooklyn Mirage. May 27th, Memorial Day weekend. It's
That's
gonna
a
be
Sunday.
Big as fuck. That's a Monday.
Oh, it's-
Monday.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So we got
What
the day
time?
up. Shit, it is starts at 2:00. 2:00 all night.
right.
And we announce our
Leave early. You don't get caught behind a truck.
leave. I was about to say that shit too. And we announce our headliner next Monday, a week from today. Well, I guess it'll be tomorrow. So in 6 days,
Get your
we
tickets.
announce our headliner. So get it now, because once the headliner is announced, they're gonna fucking fly. So don't say I didn't fucking warn you. It's a big, big, big get. So please
Get
come
them
through.
tickets.
It's gonna be nuts.
I just want to give a shout out to the patrons, man. I talked about it in the last episode. A good friend of mine who's also an asshole, a patron. His name is Brian Gwinner. He lost his baby girl, Hannah. She was 22 months old. She had a liver complication, had surgery, was healing well, we thought. Then shit got crazy, and she passed away last Monday. And there was a GoFundMe that was started to help cover medical bills and funeral costs. And it went from Friday, the episode came out, they had $13,000, and then it literally has doubled since then.
Get outta here.
$26,000.
That's insane.
And if you read the most recent comments, it's pretty much all love from the asshole. It's kind of it's fucked up. It'll be like, yo, the asshole army got you. Yo, assholes unite. Assholes forever. I read about this online. I'm really sorry to hear about your daughter. Assholes stick together.
Listen, man, I hopped in that Discord this weekend, and it was nothing but like support for Hannah and the parents, and
beautiful,
like
man.
just fucking, that's the beautiful thing. We all might be fucking assholes, but when we all come for a fucking common cause and to support our own, especially, like, it's fucking dope as fuck, bro.
And it inspired me. I'm going to start doing more reaching out. We talked about this. I'm very uncomfortable talking to fans and stuff like that. But, like, this isn't fans. This is family.
Family.
And I'm going to reach out, and I'm going to make sure, like, I'll drop in the Patreon page every once in a while. If I'm going to eat somewhere, a couple of assholes want to come through. Like, I'm going to do a better job.
A couple weeks ago, man. That shit was mad dope, bro.
Stole the idea from you. Andrew took 15 patrons to go see Avengers. Was dope. Like, I'm going to be more proactive about that and get over this little weird thing I got.
Good, man. I think it's amazing.
Gotta touch the people, man.
What we did, supporting. I mean, that was really. It's really the reason why we wanted a community-based Patreon, not a content-based Patreon. There is a difference. We're not just giving people a few clips every week or a podcast every week, right? We're inspiring you guys to connect with each other, discuss the things that we talked about, share your hot takes, share your jokes, and hopefully share your assistance and help. And you guys did that for Hannah. I mean, that's unbelievable to raise $13,000 in a fucking day. I mean, I can't tell you what type of relief that probably is going to give, Brian and his wife during this really tough time, man. So it's just so cool that you guys did that, and it's so cool to see the assholes kind of come together, especially at the shows, man, and talk to each other. And y'all should do that. You should build this up. And it's crazy to see people giving out HBO Go passwords on the Patreon. Like,
Bro, that's how I watch Game of Thrones.
it's really how it does. Like every
It's like
time.
my Wi-Fi in Delta.
Yo, that's how I get my Delta Wi-Fi as well. At the T-Mobile joint, they give you an hour free. It's like, the idea with the Patreon is when you have a community, you have people who are helping each other. And I've always wanted people to get way more out of this than they give. It is, between $5 or $10 or $25, whatever measure you are on the patron. My feeling and my hope is that you are getting way more out of it than you are giving into it, and that would definitely make me happy. So for those of you who are Patreon subscribers, the Asshole Army, we will see you guys and speak to you guys on Friday.
Real quick, if y'all
yeah.
still want to donate, the link I think is still on is it still on your Instagram?
Yeah.
If not, I'll post it. I'll have the link for the GoFundMe.
It's on my Twitter too. It's pinned as well.
Yeah,
too.
And
So
Brian is one of the best dudes I know. So if you guys raise $500,000, some crazy shit like that beyond what he needs, he will pay it forward. He will do the right thing. I know this dude. This is a good dude.
So all love to Brian, man. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for doing exactly what you do, and we will speak to you guys Friday. And if we don't speak to you guys Friday, we'll speak to you next Tuesday. Keep it tight.
God bless.